Yes, bro. Do you know what? I was running the intro and a stat came to my head, and I'm fingers crossed. I'll let you guys know what it is at the end of the stream or near to the end of the stream. But firstly, let me shout out the main man himself, Savage. He's come for war, bro. The hat is on. Listen, I don't know what gangster thing he's come on today, but he's here for war, bro. Across the pond, we've got obviously Fran from the Arsenal group, and then we got Tariq as well. We're ready for war, but big up to each and every one of you for taking your time out and making the time and jumping on the show. But Savage, how are you today, bro? And then I'll go to Fran and I'll go to T.
I told you, man, I had to come face to face with Dingles for you, man, just to get onto the stream, bro. Face to face with these Villa scum, bro. Fireworks going off outside the stadium. Street rats, bro. I've had enough, man. I've had enough, bro. The Archer and them, man, need to do a job on these pussies, bro. I can't have them on top at Christmas. Anyway, love, man. Big up to everyone in the chat. You already know the vibes, bro. Yeah, man. It's not war, bro. They're my two favorite Arsenal fans. I don't like the rest of your fan base, so not much limit to you, but still.
Yeah.
Big up to Fran, man. How are you today?
Yeah, our fan base is something else. I'm so happy to see you guys. This is, I think the last time we came on was like the same fixture last year, at least I did, and it was like one of my favorite shows ever. So thank you so much for inviting me on. Really good to see you guys. I'm so excited about the match and excited to hear like how you guys are feeling going into it as well. It's a big one.
It's a big one. See, man. Pleasure to have watched your stream just before, but big up to you as well, man.
Hey, big up Ends, big up Savage and Fran. I do share the same energy that Fran is saying. It is a great time coming on here. Looking forward to this game. And yeah, I'm probably even more confident than I was last year, and I was quite confident last year too. So yeah, man, it should definitely be interesting to hear your thoughts on your team, our team, and vice versa, man. So really looking forward to it. And big up everyone here in the chat and who's watching afterwards too.
Love for the love, man. You guys already know, man. Smash the like button on the way in. First question. How do you guys think the season has gone so far? So Arsenal, you guys can chop it up. You don't have to, you can interject each other as you go along. How have you guys found the season's gone for you guys? And obviously me and Savage will chop it up on our side.
Go on, you start, T.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got to be happy, really, with where we are right now at this current moment in time throughout the whole season. Well, currently we're top of the league, just mainly in and around that title race and that title shout. That's what we wanted to see some level of improvement, and we've seen that. Of course, it has been a bit slow from the beginning of the season, where Arsenal weren't creating too many chances. We were still winning games and getting 3 points, but you could see things weren't quite the same at the start. As it was at the start of last season, when we was free-flowing, scoring plenty of goals and taking the league by storm, essentially. But now we've had that kind of expectancy on us. Teams are setting up, looking forward to, okay, we're playing against Arsenal now. We know they're a serious team. We're going to have to be defensively well, and we can look at some of the weaknesses that they may have. Whereas we are starting to get back to where we were at the start of last season, creating more chances. We're coming off into this game with the back with our best performance against Brighton in the Premier League season. And then when we're looking at in the Champions League, which are this young players, a lot of the players who haven't featured in the Champions League, especially for Arsenal, and have taken it by the scruff of the neck. Saka got the most goals and assists in there, and we qualified through our group top, and getting into Porto. So we're actually competing on multiple fronts, which is what we haven't seen for the first time in a long time. For exactly competing on multiple fronts, and there's a lot of optimism around the camp, and we're at a good level going into this game, especially we are good in all three facets of the game: in possession, out of possession, in transition. So life's good at the moment.
Go on, Fran, you got to try and top that, bro. You were speaking highly of the club.
No, that comment just ended me. We don't bring that up again. I don't even know what he's talking about. So Tariq, as always, just says it really, really well. I haven't been feeling, I'm coming around to it, but I was not that happy at the beginning of the season. I think I got so used to the blockbuster football of last season, starting games real quick, scoring early, and it was a big shock to my system seeing us play so much more calm and measured. And 12 games in, so the international break, I did this big video. It was called are Arsenal actually better than last season or not? Because I couldn't work it out. Do you know what I mean? Because our shooting chances, we were so much less exciting going forward. And I looked at the stats and things, and basically, if we had the attacking stats of last season combined with the defense that we done this season. Well, until we played Luton, which was wild. We won 4-3. But anyway, besides that, the defense has been so good last season. However, we've lost a bit of the attacking threat. So if we had actually crunched the stats and like our attack last year was good enough to win the league, and our defense so far at this point is the right number of goals conceded to win. So we just need to kind of like, but our attack had really dropped off until the last couple of weeks, where it's kind of started to come back a little bit with players like, well, it kind of coincides with Jesus coming back like into the team. Really, he's so important for us. And again, the cool thing is that we haven't actually been like amazing. There are still a couple of gears to go, especially with performances from like Martinelli and Saka and those guys up there. Like they're still kind of getting the numbers, but they're not like the hugely exciting like 10 best that we saw last season. And I'm good with it. The way I see it is we're pacing it, and by the end of the season, that's when our team will get into full form, which is just like we've seen City do, things like that. So a bit of an adjustment. It didn't look as exciting, but I've kind of come around to the idea that, okay, we're going to pace ourselves, get better towards the end of the season, and we better. If this is it, I'll be really annoyed. But yeah, no, it's good, but kind of mixed feelings, but hopeful. Like it's a weird one. I don't know.
I hope you guys get worse, to be fair, but
yeah, to be fair. Sorry, I meant to say, like, for us, like, we've been looking at our star players and saying, like, they're not, like, really, like, performing as well, like, on the eye test as last year. But Saka's stats are really good. I don't have them, like, off the top of my head. And obviously, we're top of the league. So the fact that we're not, like, last season, you could look at Arsenal and say, like, they were blowing teams away, like, they look fantastic, whatever. This season, it has been a bit more mixed. Like, the results have been a bit closer, a bit more, like, touch and go sometimes. But obviously still top of the league, really consistent record. We can't complain, really. We can't complain.
Can't complain. Nah, listen, you guys have been okay, man. Obviously, you got some players in your team I don't rate yet, but I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
We'll talk about you. You're putting a screw in our like perfect plan. I don't know what the suggestion would be, but it was like City are like falling off a little bit. Right, the runway is clear for Arsenal, and then Liverpool just come back like out of nowhere after your season last season. It's not.
And that's the beautiful thing, man. And obviously, me and Savage will kind of chop this side up. It's last season we weren't great. I get it. We weren't great. It was tough to watch at times. But to be fair, if you look back at it, it was probably poor for half a season, just over half a season. Yeah. Because the last 15, you would say, yeah, we were on job. We started winning games and comfortably as well. Going into this season, bro, to be fair, if I look around the spaces, obviously I don't know every Liverpool fan, but from my immediate ones I know, me and Savage are the only ones that said, no, I think we can go and win this title this year. People called us crazy. People thought it was naive. We looked at our team and gone, well, we've got the players that can help us create, which we weren't getting last season from a midfield aspect. We now got people that can actually score from outside the box. We've scored, 9 now this season from outside the box. We weren't doing that unless Mo would drop the shoulder and try and get one in the top corner, which he hardly does now. But apart from that, defensively, people told us Virgil wasn't great anymore. He lost it. He's lost the yard of pace, whatever. And then they start looking at our team. You got an aging squad. Now you look at our squad. We don't have an aging squad no more. We've massively dropped the age gap for our players. We've got a lot of 20, like low 20-year-olds now in the team, 21, 22, 23. Even Darwin, you'd probably say he's one of the older one. Maybe even Diaz, you would probably say. But they're all 27 below that. And obviously, Virgil and Mo are different, but everyone else is massively young in the squad. So we brought that energy level back into the team now, and I feel like that's the way we've been playing this season. Football hasn't been great. Teething issues are there. But if it's not that great, and most of the fan base didn't expect us to do as well as we are, I'm happy, Mo, because once we start playing good, it's scary times, man. Scary times. But Sav, I'll let you have a little say, man, on what you thought.
Yeah, it was very much the same as what you said, man. I think most of the fan base predicted that we'll finish 5th. I have a bit more belief in my team than that, man. We had a bad season, but the fact of how we finished the season kind of told me that was with the old team as well. And we've got new signings now. It's going to take some bedding in still. Not going to have any excuses, but I just thought there was a chance. Was my chance based on solely Liverpool? No, it was based on the other teams around as well. But that's how any leagues won on it. People don't want to admit it, but that's how any leagues won on it. Like Man City didn't just win because they came back and was great. Arsenal slowed down a little bit and they won the league. That's pretty simple. So you have to, you have to look for opportunities and take it. I think we have. Could we play better games? Yeah, up until this point, could we do better in the table? Kind of, but we're second, and it's a point behind Arsenal, so I'm not too mad at it. It's a good space to be in just before Christmas. I know there's the usual, most of the time if you top at Christmas, you win the league, but that's usually if somebody's like quite a bit ahead or Man City. You know what I mean? I think
we can vouch that that's not the case.
Yeah, I think we actually created this. The stat used to be everyone who was top at Christmas wins, and then we started to be top at Christmas and not win.
In that lockdown one, especially when you were Leicester.
Yeah. So, but our season so far, I'm happy with it. I think we can get better. I think for anyone doubting us, I think the thing you need to look at is what En said, that we can get better. But it's not even just the whole team yet; it's the attack. Because once that attack gets better, everyone's screwed, bro. We're not really like I've watched Villa smash up teams and Brighton smash up teams, and we haven't really smashed anyone up that much yet. We've just, we had a couple 3-1s and that, but really we've been edging it forward. So I'm all right. I'm confident, and I think we're going to get better. But I'm really happy with our defense because everyone was. Oh, there's a hole in midfield, and then our defense isn't good enough anymore. Our defense has been good as anyone else's, bro. Honestly, so, yeah, man. And Virgil's the best centre back in the world, bro. So I ain't worried, bro. You know the vibes.
There's a poll up anyway in the chat, so you guys can vote for it as well. Who's going to win and who the better centre back is? Because that's kind of the word on the streets at the moment, man. People are telling us the young Saliba, the young prodigies, saying that he's better than.
Saliba's cold, man.
He's good.
Saliba's cold, man. But he has to get better than Ruben Diaz before he can get better than Virgil. I don't know why we're just, you know what I mean? Let's relax a little bit on it.
The easiest one, he has to be better than Canate, bro. Like that's bro. If you look at their stats and go and check it out if you don't believe it. If you look at their stats side by side, they actually playing the exact same, Saliba and Canate this season.
I think what's good about Saliba though, like, is so exciting, is his age. Like, I keep having to remind myself he's 21. So I suppose we're not saying right now he's better than Virgil van Dijk and that stuff.
Canate 23, by the way. It's not a granddad as well.
Oh no. No, he's very good. And talking about you guys not smashing teams up, that performance against Manchester United was so disappointing.
Yeah,
not the performance, but the match. Like, the whole football world was like, "Come on, 8-0."
Yeah.
But we'll ignore.
Yeah, one team wanted to defend the whole game, and the other team tried to win it, as the captain said. And people got rattled by that. It's like, well, he's talking facts, bro. Like, one team sat with 11 men behind the ball, and the other one tried to put 11 men in the other half. I saw my goalkeeper in it. At one point, I was like, big man, just go in the goal, bro. I don't know why you're so...
Yeah, Alisson was in the 6, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't need you in the 6.
But even then, Man United still had probably the biggest chance of the game to score with Højlund.
They had a one-on-one, but is it the biggest chance?
I think everyone's a bit harsh on Højlund on that chance still. It was a chance, but he wasn't like he has to score. I don't think so anyway.
It's like, where was he trying to put it, bro? Do you see how close Alisson was to him?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. But
there was also quite a few occasions, if it wasn't Man United, because their attack is terrible, and we know that. They was in quite some dangerous scenarios where one pass in, Garnacho. Remember that?
We give up chances.
Yeah. I think that's because of the style of play that you guys have. You do allow even at your best, you allowed chances.
Yeah.
Because you got Alisson and Van Dijk, like, you can afford to do that, because they'll
Canate as well. Mention him as well, bro.
No, I'm talking about when you was at your best. When you was at
I wanted to just like emphasize how impressive the kind of rebuild and how quick it's been, like, for you Liverpool guys, especially the midfield, when we've had like the 4-year process or whatever, and still like tinkering with our midfield. Partey's never fully fit. We've got Djik and stuff. Rice amazing, but you guys in one season like overhauled the whole central midfield. And sure, there are teething problems, but I'm kind of looking at you with a side eye, like, oh damn, like it's impressive. And actually, what impressed me a lot when you guys were having that rough patch last season, I remember Klopp doing an interview, and he was asked basically like what do you need to bring in, like how are you going to turn this form around? And it really impressed me what he said. He said like there's no quick fix. I'm going to take the team back to the training ground, and we're going to go like from the basics, ground upwards, and I'm going to train them into form. Basically, Klopp did that like ground level up and just like brought the team back up to the level. There was no easy fix, like, and it just made me respect Klopp like so much. He's amazing.
Fran, at least you pay attention, man. Unlike some of our fan base, bro. That like when he said, no, I appreciate it, bro. Because when sometimes he says things, people don't appreciate what he's saying. He's just all he was saying. Through that season, he was looking at the team, going, "I don't even know what the hell is wrong with them."
Yeah, I don't think the players knew either. Everyone looked a bit confused.
Yeah, he said he was just going to take them all back to basics, and like, but that just shows like the coaching, like power that he's got. Like that's crazy to turn around like the whole team's like form like that.
But what we know really, it was okay. The midfield needed that rebuild. We know that, but psychologically, after what the season that they had previously, all competitions competing to the very end, and you come out with 2 trophies still, so you still got something to show for it. But the 2 big ones, which you were so close to, the psychological factor, that's mentality. That's what it is with football. That's trying to get players on side, motivated constantly to be at their best, to be at, concentrated. That's the hardest part. And credit to Klopp what he's done. And you guys are still in transition right now. There's still things that there's areas that, it's clear what you can improve on, but you still are competing at the very, very top. That's all credit to Klopp and the key players that you guys have got.
That's a massive point, bro, because when people say now Liverpool's not in that terms of a transition, we technically are, bro. Like, so we're over exceeding what everyone else thought. But when me and Savage was talking about, I was like, we don't think we would, because we're looking at the type of players we have, and if the players that we had previously just improve 10-15% from where they were last season, then we'll be cold again. But yeah, now we'll get there, man. We'll get there. Another question I've got for the panel. Who do you think has been your player of the season so far?
Oh, Fran, you go with this one first, because I think we'll all agree on this.
Hopefully you'll agree with me that it's Declan Rice.
Absolutely.
My gosh, like we knew he was good, but coming to this new level, just it's just blown my mind. He's got even better than he was at West Ham. But did you read that text exchange he had with Rio Ferdinand, where Rio said something like, "Oh, well done, like you're really smashing it," and it was cold what he replied. He said like, "I've been doing it for the last 10 years at West Ham, but just no one paid attention."
Yeah,
I was like, "Shit, fair enough." And now he's on the big stage. He's so good, so good defensively, especially. So yeah, go on, Twee.
And that's it. And he's even better than what I thought, because I thought what we're seeing defensively is the level that I thought, that's what he's going to bring to Arsenal. But he's really improved in his ball progression through midfield, taking on responsibility, scoring big goals in big moments when we need him. Man United, Luton, Chelsea, of course, even as well, when the game's not necessarily going in our way. He's taking up that leadership, that character. Massive improvement. And in the midfield that he's currently playing at now, he's having to cover a lot of open space in there, and he's got the legs and the know-how to do it. So what a player he's been. And really excited to see what we've gone through a little bit of a midfield rebuild ourselves. That kind of gets forgetting about, because we've got Erdegaard is in there, but Kai Havertz, Rice being brought in to play, and then Partey's out, and Partey's not going to be here beyond the summer, and we're going to look to bring in someone else in that midfield too. So yeah, man, it's just what a signing, hit the ground running. Probably him and Mbappe are the only 100+ million signings that have succeeded.
It's incredible.
Really?
I still can't believe we signed him. I didn't think we would. But,
I think he's all right.
Hey, do you know what's so funny, Fran? I remember before he signed and that, Enz is not a fan of Declan Rice.
No, listen, I'm not saying he's not a good footballer, but what I'm saying is the way that people talk about this guy is like we've never seen anyone do this before. And I get it. Obviously, when you go to teams like Arsenal, you never really have world-class players or players of that caliber. So when they play for you, they look good.
Excuse me.
We'll just let that slide, shall we? Okay, keep going.
Yeah, a little dig right there. Patrick Vieira's, ain't seen them. Yeah.
What was that? 2204
Hey,
in them times.
Hey, but you said never. You said never. Yeah, never seen them. So,
Hey, Sam, what are you telling me, bro? Who do you think Liverpool's player of the season so far?
Virgil. He's been the best player, bro. He's back, man. He's back, bro. Man was tired, bro. 99 games in a row, some rubbish like that before he got injured, bro. Yeah, bro. And then he came back. Man was just stressing him out because we were playing trash, bro. So there was a lot more pressure on him last season with our midfield being so open. I know everyone tried to blame it on Virgil and stuff like that, and I get it. You set the world alight and that the expectations are a lot higher, but I don't like when people take context of what's happened without. And and rival fans, it's fine because Arsenal fans will know as well. Everyone isn't watching everyone's 3:00 games. You're watching your own team, and then you're catching the highlights of them ones. And when a big game's on, you're trying to watch it. So when something would happen, Virgil would give a penalty away or get sent off, and everyone would act like they were watching it. And I'm like, bro, if you watch the whole game, there's context to what happened. He's been the best player, bro. He's been immense, bro. He's not had one bad game. Cold.
I remember last season all the talk about this is just from like a rival fan. Like he was washed. He was never going to be the same after his injury. Like that was it. And I haven't watched him like that closely, but so he's fully like back.
Fully like.
Damn it!
Last season he had unfortunate incidences in games where, of course, some of it's his fault, but I think early in the season, like first game of the season, and he gave a penalty away against Mitrovic, looked to be off balance. And then obviously the Man U game, he's trying to block the goal and he's not realizing where he's standing, and then Milner's having to go at him, and then let Sancho score. You know what I mean? And then the one what killed it after that was Perisic, in it. When Perisic turned and Virgil slipped and he nearly broke his groin, bro. But he looked like he just got twisted in it. Yeah. So I get it. It's fun because if it happened to another team, I'll joke about it as well. But I'm still honest about things, and I promise, bro. There's no centre back like him, bro. I'm not saying there won't be because he's not the best centre back of all time, but when he's on this form, bro, it's a problem. Honestly, ends. Name me a bad game he's had this season, bro.
He hasn't had one.
No,
even
when he got sent off, that wasn't his fault. Like,
nah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the worst thing about Virgil this season. If I'm honest, if there's a flaw in Virgil this season, it's his header in the box to score a goal. That's it.
Yeah. So slacking on that front.
That's it. Yeah.
But honestly, bro, there's not been a bad game. He hasn't put a foot wrong in terms of from a performance standpoint. It's just because the finer details goes missed by a lot of fans. They don't realize it. There was a couple of times in the game where he'll step in or intercept a pass, or he'll just calm it down and muscle a man off, win his headers, win his draws, and then he'll do the switch of play. But now this season he's been carrying the ball more. So normally he used to do I'll touch it out, we'll play, and then I'll just switch it. Now he's just picking it up and running past players because, bro, you can't stop him, bro. He's a train, bro. Once he starts going, you ain't going to catch him and you ain't going to stop him. And even from the defensive standpoint as well, he's doing that thing again where he's slowing you down and making you make the decision early in terms of what you want to do. And look, listen, people can nitpick and say, he should have blocked certain things or whatever it may be. But you're not going to stop everything, bro. But what you can do is the things that you can, you make sure you do. And that's what he's been doing this season. I don't even think we've given him a low rating. At times, I've tried not to give him a high rating.
The lowest rating he's had in the player ratings is 8, bro.
Yeah, and that's because I was trying to give him a lot. And he was like,
that was because we beat Everton 2-0 and they had one shot all game and then they didn't do anything. That's why he got 8.
The thing with Virgil is always so important for you guys because even in games where you're dominating, because of how much of importance he has with his passing and that switch from left to right, he's always going to be a key player in that aspect. But physically, he's trusting his body now. That's what it is. He understands his body now. So he's always been an intelligent defender, but he's always been able to, you know what? Yes, I'll let him run past me a little bit. I'll catch him up. How many times have I seen that? Probably once in his prime was Adama Traore, and because he's got that freakish ability where I thought, he's not going to catch up here. But ridiculous and trusting his body, having that midfield in front of him who are, a bit more possession based, with McAllister, still. Has a bit more ground to cover. So there is a bit more responsibility on him, but he's taken up the mantle and he's been excellent this season. From the first game, Chelsea, where you guys struggled in the second half, it's the first half you started excellently, but he's heading out the box, commanding in that back line. That's what you need, man. And in the whole Virgil and Saliba debate, you've seen me come on here. I'm humble about it. Saliba, amazing. But there's two elements of his game that he needs to get to Virgil's level. I need to see that switch and his heading, aerial ability. That's the two things before he gets to Virgil's level. Everything else, I like. He's got that. Like he can do the Haaland thing. Like one man mark, I got Haaland 0 shots in 2 games. But yeah, those are the two aspects where he's still learning.
Yeah,
fair enough. Start with Fran with this one. What's been your favorite result against Liverpool?
Okay, me being quite a chaotic person, I resonated with last season. I think we were at home and it was a 3-2 win, wasn't it? And like Martinelli scored in the first 16 seconds. Yeah, it was October last year. And then you guys equalized twice, and then we finished it with like a last minute pen or Saka goal or something. And I just remember like just losing my mind because this was at the point early on in the season where we were like, oh my God, Arsenal are actually good again. And now we've beaten Liverpool. Like, so yeah.
Is that the same game where the VAR
Yes,
Saka because he was offside and
bro.
Thiago tapped the bottom of a man's foot and he threw himself to the ground?
Jesus scratched himself and threw his whole spine on the floor, bro.
Was it the one who threw their hand up in the box to block the Jota cross as well? And then they said, his hand was in the natural. That game you're talking about, Frank.
See,
not just that, bro. That ruined us, bro, because Diaz got injured that game, bro.
And Diaz got injured in that game as well.
He ain't been the same since, really, like consistently.
Okay,
learn to fire shots, bro.
No, I'm not firing shots. I'm just saying. Like,
neither is Partey, to be fair, bro.
Partey ain't played. Partey and Thiago out there sitting on the bench, bro.
I remember that. Yeah, because Fran's right about the game because that's when everyone was being foolish in the season, and you know these rival fans can't admit anything. I said to Tariq, I watched the Arsenal documentary, said I'm a bit worried this season still. They look a bit too together, and that. I think I had you finishing second on it, so you finished second in the end anyway.
Yeah.
And then I remember every week Arsenal won and battered someone. Everyone was like, "Well, they ain't played anyone yet." Then they played somebody else better, and they're like, "Well, they ain't played anyone yet." We got to Liverpool. I'm like, "We have to beat these guys, bro." And then yeah.
You guys are better than us in the first.
It was good times. That season ended in. Oh, go on.
No,
carry on, Fran.
We just, as Arsenal fans, will just wipe like the last month or so of that season, and everything finished in April. You know.
After that Fulham game, yeah.
Oh.
You guys tried to blame your season on Saliba. I was like, well, you were losing games with him as well.
Your man tried to blame Rob Holding on it.
Yeah, it was like, it's Rob Holding's fault.
It definitely losing Saliba and Tomiyasu, though, by the way, guys. Losing your first and second choice centre back. That was the problem. Our win percentage with Saliba, I think it's the best win percentage of any player per Arsenal Football Club with Saliba. Him and Tomiyasu are the two highest win percentage for any player. I think like David O'Leary's third.
What about you, T? What's your favourite result against Liverpool?
Do you know what? That's a good one Fran's brought up because that was massive. But I'm gonna say it wasn't even a win, but I remember at the time because my cousin is a Liverpool fan. 4-4. Yeah, awesome. You guys were competing for the title at that stage, and we were nowhere near it. But at Anfield, Arshavin, wow. I remember that game. And my cousin, I was watching it with my cousin. He's a big Liverpool fan at the time, and he was annoying. He really annoyed me. And when Arshavin came on, and well, he didn't come on. He scored all them 4 goals. It was end to end, back and forth. That one was huge. I'm trying to think of a win. I wouldn't. The 2-1. I watched it. I remember Diaby. He was amazing in that game. Abu Diaby. If he didn't get injured, bro, he could have been one of
cold player, man.
Quality. But yeah.
Can you put up someone called Ash32's done a comment? It's just made me laugh.
Ash,
what's up?
What, this one?
Nah, the one above that. He says, "Why you got nice Arsenal people on here?"
There's been a lot of Arsenal fans I've seen who are moving with violence.
Do you know what it is though, Ash, bro? It's because what's the need, bro? It's just fake. It's just fake outrage and fakeness, bro.
I like that we actually get to like talk football and about each other's teams and stuff, you know, rather than just like.
Trust me, I throw the little digs here and there, but it's
Oh,
fine.
I don't miss them. I don't miss them. Don't
I know you don't. I know you don't. No, you know what? It's,
stored. Yeah.
yeah, listen, it's like some of these Man United fans as well, man, celebrating draws and that. Bro, we don't celebrate draws, bro. They're
That was,
losses to us.
that was embarrassing, bro.
You know what I mean?
I can't lie. I don't know where that comes from. If the team celebrates a draw because you score in the last minute, safe innit? But this thing where teams are starting to celebrate like they won the Champions League off a draw is crazy to me, bro. Because Spurs did it against you.
Never do that.
Spurs drew 2-2 with Arsenal, and it was actually like they won the game, bro. I was like, you know, you got 1 point from that, innit? Like,
there's nothing gained. Yeah, nothing was gained from it, bro.
100%. Just because, like, you were going into the game very confident of winning, and which you should have done. Even Man United fans were confident of losing, and the same with us when we played Spurs. We were very confident of winning, and the same goes for both sides. We take our chances. You took your chances, especially in the first 15 minutes. You guys were killing them. But yeah, it's all about momentum, I guess.
Sav, I know there's plenty of them. I know there's a few. I don't know if you want to say 4s and the 5s and all them scores, but it's down to you, bro. What's been your favorite result against the Arsenal?
I can't lie, bro. This is magic because I'm a football romantic, and this game is not even a special game. It had no effect on our season, but I Neil Mellor, bro, 2.
That's the one I was gonna say.
Bro, because Arsenal was so good at the time. They were so good. You know what always pissed me off about Arsenal? Obviously, Liverpool weren't good at the same time as Arsenal. We were good in the cups while they were good in the league. But it was always great games in it. So I was like, oh, we can put a dent in their season just for this game. Safe. We live for moments in it. And Henry was my favorite player apart from Gerrard. So I love watching how they played football and stuff. And there was no hate between Liverpool and Arsenal apart from winning the title in '89 at Anfield. But that's for the old timers, isn't it? Like you and that. I'm young, so
bro.
But so that game, man. Everything about Arsenal, then, man, the way they played football, bro, the kit they had on, that kit was cold, the O2 with the blue. And Mellor, bro, of all people, with the volley and that. Come on, bro.
And you know, it was well, when he hit the volley, bro, he had his hand all in Vieira's face.
Oh, bro, I had cramp as well. I had cramp at the same time.
Yeah,
I had the league game and that, bro. Hey, mad times, bro.
Had Lehman in goal, just full stretch as well. And he was a top goalkeeper them times as well. Had man spinning out in the net.
Yeah, man. Hey. I mean, everyone would expect, like, since Klopp's there, we've had some mad, like, bad boy results in that where Salah, Mane, and Firmino just destroyed them and that. But they were enjoyable in the moment as like we've won a game and stuff like that. But I kind of like living life on the edge on it. So when it's a game that I don't know what's going to happen, I mean, there was the one when Salah spun David Luiz, though. I love that stuff. That's when we won the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you can even when the hat trick from Bobby as well, man. That was a cold game.
Yeah. That was around about this time of the year as well, wasn't it? That one.
And the thingy one as well, the 2 seasons ago, the League Cup, Jota, that got me as well. Only because, again, it's not used to, obviously, and it's not an Arsenal thing. I just can't deal with big teams, well, supposedly big clubs and that, celebrating draws like they won. And I remember turning on AFTV and Robbie was celebrating that he got a 0-0. And I was like, you not crazy, bro. You got to play us again?
Yeah.
And then...
celebrating them draws, bro.
I can tell you one that hurt bad, one of the games, bro. Champions League.
I knew he was going to say that.
After the 1-1 draw when Nicholas Bentner blocked Fabregas' shot on the line, went to Anfield. Theo Walcott set that goal up for Adebayor. I thought, was it what was it? Was it a quarterfinal, semi-final?
Semi,
because you played. No, was it the quarters? Because you played AC Milan in that final that year, 2007.
We lost in that final.
Yeah, we lost.
Inzaghi, and it. But I thought, here we go. We're going to win a Champions League game at Anfield after that wonderful run from Walcott. And then in the end, you slapped us.
Yes, crazy.
Hey, was the one when Fabregas took the free kick and then got burnt by Babel?
Yeah.
The halfway line. That one.
Yes, that one. Ends.
Put the ball in the box and we headed it out and Babel just controlled him, just ran past, man. I said, nah. Bab, you're a slow guy still. I want to kind of get to you guys' lineup. I'll do it from my side anyway. Let me do this quickly. Change it. Hold on. I'll change the name so it's easier for you guys. So between you two, you and Fran, just let us know who you Who would you guys start in this one?
Go on, Fran. I'll let you pick
Is this
first.
the-
And go.
It's not the combined one. Just
Nope, not the combined. Just what you guys. Bro, I can't even spell you guys. That's how shit you guys are.
right.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know what Arteta will do. Like it's pretty like sir. But if I was doing it, I would actually have Trossard in there because what was it like the season before last? He scored a hat trick at Anfield for Brighton against you guys, and I know it's like and I know, but
Nah, he's a baller, man.
feel good about going to a certain place, like play them there. Do you know what I mean? Like if I used to love like some games like I would play with my team. I did hockey and stuff, but like I'd go to a certain pitch and like there I'd just be on fire. Like if we were playing a tournament there, like I knew I was going to kill it. So I would start Trossard. But besides that, Raya, like he's our number one. I'm so fed up of the debate. Raya.
I don't think he's better than Ramsdale.
We've had this discussion all year.
I honestly don't think he's better than Ramsdale.
I'm gonna lie, bro. Leno's better than both of them.
Yeah, Leno's better than both of them.
I see things that I think he's got. There are quite a few. Like we could actually talk about it like another time or whatever. But I do see things that are better. Like he's quicker on his feet. His like understanding and positioning
tactically.
I can't even say that. Yeah, I was going to say positioning in the box, but he's much better at collecting crosses, lots of things. But like he's really not had a smooth start.
His nostrils are annoying, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not his fault. He's got half of a nose. Okay.
I hear you know, Savvy is annoying.
So you got Raya. You co-signing the Trossard thing as well?
No. The reason I hear where Fran's coming from because he scored a hat trick with all of his left foot at Anfield, like, and he's not even a left-footed player. But Martinelli against Liverpool, especially at Anfield, that's his game. And the way Liverpool play, because what Martinelli and Saka are used to this season is fullbacks getting doubling up on them. Liverpool don't do that because they take a little bit more of a risk and they will take some of the chances in transition and they will create transitions from that. And that's where they get their best chances. So Martinelli at his best at Anfield from his first game when we played in the Carabao Cup and that, what was that, 5-5? Or you guys won on penalties. From then, he's just taking it by storm. And so I think Martinelli has to start just for this game and how it's set up for him.
What I would do though is have Trossard right behind him. I don't know why I've never got to see Trossard in the Havertz like left 8 role.
You only seen it against Wolves, that was it.
Oh, was it?
Wolves and Brentford.
He's not been that like impressive this season. So yeah, he'll come on anyway, regardless, and he's good at Anfield. So I think we should agree on most of this. To be fair, are you saying Jesus up front?
Absolutely, 100%. And you said it earlier, Fran, when you said why we've improved. Jesus, that's what I've been trying to champion for all the time. Our attack will get clicking once Jesus is playing consistently. Yeah, absolutely.
It's unreal, like the difference. Eddie is a great like poacher striker, but the way the link up with the rest of the team suffers when Eddie is the only starter, it's tragic. And
Martinelli suffered because of Noel Jesus. That's why he suffered with his performance. Like he's not had the same goal scoring, and with Havertz taking his time to really settle into, we've not had that connection on the left.
It was difficult times.
Yeah, exactly.
Saka, I'm pretty Saka is your go-to down the unit.
Yeah.
Do you know it's how crazy it is? If he played for us here, the fan base would have been like, playing him too much, he might burn out and that. I never hear you guys really complain about that.
I've been saying that a lot.
That happens too much. It annoys me, to be honest, though. Not with too much. I don't mind it, against Lons when he came on, when he played that game, it was stupid because he picked up the injury then. And there is some games where he does play too much. But when you're one of the best players in your position, you are going to play a lot of games. Nobody talks about Haaland playing too much. No one talks about Mbappe playing too much football.
But I think we get upset. I'm one of those people that does want to like protect him a little bit because he gets so like bashed around. Like I feel as opposition players, do you think that's like, or is it just us being biased? That I swear like Saka just gets like crunched into like it just. I suppose it's just being a good like attacking player. It happens.
Saka does get battered still.
Yeah. But he's cool about it. Like Arteta said to him early on, like, this is just going to happen to you.
No, that's why he gets battered, because he's cool about it.
Yeah, it's a...
Because nobody doesn't like Saka, bro. Nobody. Everyone likes Saka, bro.
I know.
Them kind of players, man, like, I don't know, man. Only Messi got there by everyone liking him. Everyone else, bro, you have to have something about you, man. He's cold, though. But,
It's been a real adjustment season for him this season. He said it himself, like, he's getting double marked every single, or triple sometimes.
Triple, yeah, he gets tripled. Yeah.
He doesn't have a foot of space with the ball, and he's like saying that he's watching games back and trying to work out how to overcome it. And he's still getting the numbers, despite we're not seeing him go on these runs and like being able to do these tricks with the ball and stuff, because he hasn't got the space, but he's still managing, which to me shows like just how good he is. So yeah, he's got to start.
Fair enough. And normally, rightly put, man, from Alexander, Robbo normally locks him up in the games as well.
He does have a good game. And when we beat you, and he scored 2 goals, I know one was a penalty, but that's because Simicast was there playing in it. But Robertson, that's the best like 1v1 performance I've seen at the Emirates. I mean, at the Emirates, he did it when we lost 2-0 in the Prem, and last season too. Shut down Saka in the away game.
I don't want to advocate for violence in that, bro. But that's the only way we stop Saka, bro.
Yeah, because
within reason, we have to clatter him a little bit, bro. Like fair tackle, but put a bit more into it, because his confidence builds when he starts skipping past you and stuff. As soon as you do that to him, bully him a bit, bro, he seems a bit wary, and then that's where we get him. Then otherwise, it's problems, bro, because he's so good, bro.
Should I throw your captain in there?
Absolutely, yeah. He's finding his form now. A slow start to the season.
Hey, Tariq, did you know that this is Enzo's favorite player, bro?
Odegaard.
It's his favorite player.
Serious?
Yeah, bro.
You sound like Klopp, bro. Klopp loves him as well. I know Klopp loves him. He wanted to sign him when he was a kid, and he was at your training ground. But nah, he's finding his form now, Martin Odegaard. Slow start. There was it's come out that he had an injury, like he had a hip and an ankle injury. But he got the ankle one after the Kovacic challenge when he should have got sent off in that Man City game.
He definitely should have got sent off.
Yeah. He picked up, but he's back now, and his best performance was against Brighton. That was quality performance against Brighton. He
did
score more goals.
He did that little turn to give the ball to Declan Rice on it in the midfield before he scored. That was so. Ask you to a question about, because I don't know if it's just me and I'm not biased because I like Odegaard anyway. I've always liked him, but does he go missing in big games?
He's frustrating. That's what I was going to say.
Every time I watch him in every other game, he seems to be killing everyone. When there's a big game, I forget he's on the pitch sometimes.
Yeah,
and then he starts doing this Messi thing. You know, Messi walks around with his head down sometimes.
Yeah. To a certain extent, I think, because there's probably been 2 or 3 games in big games where he stood up. Newcastle, Spurs, and I know he scored against Man United, but he wasn't great. And last season, he was poor against you.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he was poor. Felt like it was 10 men.
And what we saw, like Szoboszlai last week was terrible, but it reminded me of what Odegaard was like against Spurs earlier in the season. Every time he had the ball, gave it away. So he does have them type of games, and we need to get the midfield involved in this game, because in the second half, it was a basketball game. If it becomes a basketball game, that's Liverpool. That's where they win for me.
That's good. You have to try and control the game.
Yeah, exactly. If it becomes, we attack, you attack. Sorry, Liverpool got the firepower and the Anfield atmosphere to
Declan Rice would be good in that kind of situation, though. That's his bread and butter.
He would be, but he would have a lot of responsibility in that situation to try and put out fires.
What's new?
That's his job, innit? He's got to run around and try and make tackles, I guess.
He does do.
Yeah, Odegaard's pretty key, to be fair. Like, when he's good, he's really good. But in a game like this, if he goes missing, like, we're a little bit screwed in terms of like the creativity, because Havertz is not really like feeding balls up to the front 3, and Zinny would be kind of like the only like real creator. So Odegaard's got to be in there, in and about, not get like overwhelmed by physicality. And it's big like physical games that sometimes he goes kind of missing in, doesn't he? But so if he's good, then normally we are good.
So in terms of that front line, you guys look all right, man. A bit of pace in that.
Oh, Yeah.
This man will run into Virgil and hurt himself at one point.
Virgil struggles with Jesus, to be fair, though. He does. Even when he was at City, be honest, bro, he's got a good record against Liverpool.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That sounds like fake news still.
Yeah, it'll pop up in a good area. And
Liverpool struggle with Jesus, but I don't think Virgil individually struggles with.
No, because Virgil will want a striker that like tries to back up like Højlund or Haaland. Virgil will mop that up. Whereas this one,
bro, I don't think Virgil cares who it is.
Where he drops into space, Jesus, he's got a good record against, and Virgil's played in all them.
No, I agree. He's got a great record.
He's got a great record, yeah.
And he's cold, bro. But I feel like individually though, Virgil doesn't have a problem with him, but he has got this thing where he drops into these weird spaces and pulls off the back. But if it's one-on-one thing, bro, long day for Jesus still. But I like him though. He's my guy.
Yeah, but Jesus, even the goal peeled off the back of Jesus last season. I mean, peeled off the back of Virgil. That's the type of striker that he because Virgil will want. Okay, I want the physical battle. Try and run in behind me. I'll catch you. Try and muscle me up. No, I'll move you to the side.
Yeah, but now we play different, man. We do the Hardy Boys thing now, innit? Like Kanate's Matt Hardy. Do you know what I mean? So we just let him do all that, the footwork there. So he's gonna be the one turn him up for Jesus, and then Swanton bomb from Virgil to tackle, bro. His son, bro.
And do you know last year though? That people forget this. That was Jesus' first start since November. So that's why he tired out and he gassed out towards the end of the game because he had that knee injury in it. That was his first start since November.
That first half was horrible, man. I thought we was going to lose 5-0 or something once he got.
Hey, I was in dreamland in that first half.
Is it Ben White over this side?
Yeah,
it's White.
Man, like Benjamin and that, bro.
Yeah, he's playing through an injury right now. But we haven't got anyone else. I'd love it if Tomiyasu is fit. What about you, Fran? Because would you start Tomiyasu in this game? Because Tomiyasu's been better than Ben White this season.
Was it Tommy that like completely handled Salah?
Yeah, in that game.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man. Every left back.
Yeah. That's not something great. Like every
left back handles Salah, bro.
What?
Nah, man. I know the stats don't show it, bro. But I promise, bro. This geezer might be the easiest right winger to mark, bro.
At this present time and moment.
I know we sound crazy, bro. I know we sound crazy, bro. But trust me, bro.
Yeah, I would have started Tomiyasu. I think defensively, Ben White this season's been making a few like weird errors. I don't know whether it's like I haven't felt as comfortable with him kind of being there. I was listening to someone on stream earlier. It was like one of the Gooner channels, whatever, but basically highlighting that what Ben White and Zinchenko are like the weak areas where Liverpool should try to exploit. So perhaps so I would have Zinchenko and Ben White, but if they can manage to like isolate those guys on the wing, then we're kind of in trouble.
Yeah, if whoever Liverpool play on that left wing, if it's a Diaz and he gets towards the Diaz that we saw at the start of the season, I fear for Ben White because he's too passive with his defending. We've seen it against Rashford, we've seen it against Barkley. You stand off and create too much space, and then he's letting the attacker take control of the scenario, not the other way around where you're trying.
But he's not a natural right back though, is he? So sometimes you have to give him that reprieve to go.
Yeah. He's the best right back in the league last season, though.
I know, bro. He filled in. I get it, but if man ain't a natural right back.
Yeah, he's still learning, isn't he, Vince? That's what I think you got a good point there. He's not a natural right back, so he's still learning how to do these 1v1 matchups. I need to take control. I need to see that he did a good job against Mitoma last week, but yeah, he's still nowhere near his best for me, Ben White.
Fair enough. And Zinni, I hear not from you guys, but from the socials and that, you man don't rate this Donny, bro.
It feels like their fan base hates him, bro.
No,
it is political. It is political.
Getting peppered. It doesn't matter what channel I've gone. Apart from these, what any other channel I've gone on, bro. They sound like they hate him, bro.
I can't understand it.
He's got. Oh, go on.
Now you go, Fran. You go.
He's definitely got defensive frailties a lot of the time, but he more than makes up for it for what he brings us going forward. Yeah. When he inverts and stuff, he's like one of the most creative players that's feeding the ball here, there, everywhere. But it makes me laugh. Like you're saying about the passion and the political stuff. I just laugh that so he's like a hype man on our team, but sometimes at like weird moments. So if you watch it, sometimes we'll be like, winning 3-0 and we'll like win a throw in and Zinny looks at the crowd and goes like, come on.
I love that. I love that.
And there's this meme of like, do you remember it was called like the crack kid where he like bounced his head on a basketball and goes like, yeah. Do you remember?
Vine days, that was. I remember that.
I'm going like this. That's this kid today. Do you feel old yet? I don't know.
And said Barkley dominate the midfield, including Rice against Luton.
I mean, he didn't dominate. He had a good game. He was excellent. He was brilliant, and he probably
Did he
dominated.
He kept having stupid shots.
He scored.
Barkley.
No, he did because of that wire. Because
apart from that, he kept turning people and having stupid shots, bro.
Yeah.
Has been Barkley, man. Everton reject scum, bro. Sorry,
he likes to step up against a big team, so like that's his.
He's trying to get himself a big contract, man. How the mighty have fallen, bro. Man went from being a wonder kid to Luton, bro, playing in Bossman strip shop and that stinks, bro.
But nah, Fran, you're right though about Zinny. He's so important to what he brings us. If we are going, the way we will win this game is if we can do what we did in the first 20 minutes, but for longer periods. Yeah, we're not going to do it for 90 minutes, but for longer periods where we can try and control. He'll do that. And Arteta's analogy was perfect. I don't know if you Liverpool man have heard it, but it's like a blanket. The top half of your body gets cold. You lift the blanket up, but that leaves your feet exposed. So it's just about managing that at the time.
Or just get a bigger blanket that covers both.
Yeah, you can do. But
I'm joking.
No. But essentially, what you're saying is you're getting a player that can do what Zinchenko does and defend. Like that's.
It's very rare, isn't it? That offensively and defensively you're that good both ways. It's very rare.
Because you've got the best fullback in the world at doing what he does in Trent, but we know what other things, But yeah, once again, managing him in certain games and certain situations.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to what William said, man. Hey, Tony, man, you turn into the wrong rave, bro. Man, then we'll grab you up still. Relax. Hey, okay, I'll put Magalesh in your left-sided centre back, and obviously I'll put the best defender in the world apparently alongside him. How have you found these two this season, partnership wise?
Oh, phenomenal! This is phenomenal, even better than they were last year. Gabriel didn't start the season. We have to remember, guys, because there was a bit of a uncertainty around his future. Saudi Arabia were looking at him, and Arsenal trying to do different formations and such. But since he's come back in, no Bozo moments, which he has a tag for, and he's been solid.
He's gonna foul Salah in the box tomorrow, isn't he? No, you said
that.
Now I've said that. Yeah, he's gonna do a madness. But then, even in some games, I've thought, better than Saliba. And Saliba's been excellent for a lot of games this season. And we've seen against Man City, like that's probably the best barometer to kind of manage them. 0 shots, Haaland. To get Haaland on 0 shots is a big thing.
Yeah, them not bullied Haaland in that game, boy.
Seriously. And that's where they kind of like good cop, bad cop. You got the aggressor with Gabriel and then someone who kind of drops off with Saliba. But Saliba's got that like hidden. Okay. I don't want to have to rough a man up every time, but I will if you ask me. If I need to, I will, and he will do.
When he does, it's very calm still though. Like he'll just go.
And
then the ball flies like 6 meters.
Everyone's seen the one on Haaland where he bodied him and sent him flying and that. But he's got.
That's one man was running towards the ball and the other man looked at him and ran into him. I don't know if that's bodying someone, but I guess it is. Should have been a foul, in my opinion.
Here we go. Is it because it's Saliba, isn't it? If it was Virgil, it's a different story.
Listen, I'm just saying it should have been a foul, bro. One man tried to run to the ball, the other man checked his run and ran into a man. So
I didn't see that.
If Ibu does that tomorrow, Ibu, this is my guy. I know what
Ibu will take back the ball and everyone, bro. Even the stands will take with him.
Like Saka last season, like when Saka spun him. I know what you mean.
What happened in that game? Did you win?
See, I'm just talking about one moment, bro.
It's a great moment. It just didn't lead to nothing.
I have to say as well, so far this season, it's a different Ibu, bro. Because we spoke about Virgil. Look, Ibu's been cold when he's played, bro. He was injured for a bit. Amazing when he's played, bro.
I thought before Matip's injury, he was your best centre, better than Ibu, Matip.
Yeah. Well, Matt is better. Matt is better than Saliba, to be honest. But he's older now, isn't it? So over with.
Yeah.
There's over 40 people watching from obviously our side, and big up to people joining from Fran's side as well, man. It's good. It's good to see everyone. Everyone's agreeing and being nice to each other in the chat. And that. Apart from Tony tried to jump in there and he got gripped up by the man with the hoodie at the start of the rave. I don't think he's still here. But big up to you guys as well, man. Sav, man, let's talk about the Liverpool one, and then we'll do the combined 11 after that.
Come on.
But in terms of your team, man, you got Raya in goal, you got Magalesh, and then man there, and Saliba playing with people in the changing rooms and that. Then you got Ben White at right back, not a right back, but he plays there. Zinni's going to try and do the inverted thing and get himself moved up. Shai Havertz, he's doing well now, starting to score some goals. Declan Rice is in the team as well. Who else?
Third man called him Spicy Scott Parker still.
Spicy Rice and then man there. You got Martin in there as well, cold player still. Saka, my guy. Jesus, it's gonna run into Virgil and then pretend he was fouled and that. And then Martinelli, he's gonna try and prove something. I get it. He wants to play for a bigger team. It's understandable.
Is that why he signed a new contract? Okay.
Yeah, it's just to protect the value. That's all it is, bro. Nothing to do with your club. But that's you, man, Steve, man. Sav, who we should be light work, really. I don't know. Midfield might be different.
Load up Alisson real quick, bro.
All right, let's get Ali in there. So this is the main man first, yeah?
Big
man. Best goalkeeper on the planet.
Yeah, man.
We already know.
You know the
light work. I'm so upset he hasn't had more clean sheets this season, though. Some fraud goalkeepers like Raya and them, man, they're getting clean sheets for no reason.
You see, ends. You see, I told you, Fran. You gotta expect it on your toes with ends. There's always that little jab that he comes with.
No, I'm just saying, bro. You should have more clean sheets, but it is.
Well,
yeah, it is what it is. What do you guys think, Alisson? Man, he's obviously the best goalkeeper in the world.
So good.
Hands down, easily. I was on Ozzy's channel yesterday, and we was kind of talking about if you take one player, who would it be, bro? If we had Alisson, we would concede 5 goals this season. Like, that's how good this guy is. He's ridiculous. Everything, every facet of the game, ball with his feet. Yeah, he can look a bit shaky at times, but you don't care. Like, he's calm, he's relaxed in them scenarios. Claiming crosses off his line, shot stopping, no one better. I think, and this is a big shout, I think when it's all said and done, he'll be the best goalkeeper the Premier League scene.
You could be right.
Big shout.
And it's cold, man. The only problem you have with Ali is if he gets bored, that's when he starts doing foolishness, man. Nah, it looks like he's so bored. He's like, oh, I want a bit of action in it, so someone try and get the ball off me. I'm like, just pass the ball, bro.
Why I love Alisson so much, I saw the video going around of what's your favorite Christmas present? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is so funny, bro.
I love it.
It's so mad because that's the answer Gakpo gave as well, man. He said, the Lord Savior. And I'm like, Gakpo, bro. Jesus Christ. Left back, obviously, Robbo's injured, so Simi Cass will play in there.
Hey, man, this geezer's in great form, bro. He's in great form, man. Our own fan base were dissing him at the bit once Robbo went out. You know what I mean? Weird. They signed a new contract. Everyone was happy with it. Had one game when he was average, and then all of a sudden, man, are like sell him and get a new left back and started to predict which players we're going to buy. And that weird, but since that moment, he's grown on it and he's getting better and better, bro. So even the games when Liverpool, people say, we ain't played as well, they're normally talking about the attack, bro. He's been great in defense, bro. And I think he actually this it's weird, isn't it? Because I'm not obviously I rate Saka and I rate Martinelli and the wingers and that. But some people like to step up against the better players, bro. And I think that's what he likes, bro. Me and him speaking about it last season when we were trash. Traore came, locked him up, bro. He's just like that kind of speed and stuff. He seems like he enjoys it. And as long as he's concentrating, he'll be fine. The problem is if he falls asleep and that comes to the game with the bags under his eyes.
Yeah, he comes to the game.
Yeah. But
even Trossard not sleep depriving, I'm telling you.
Fortnite bunnies, bro.
Trossard got real in it. He looks like one of them kids from the Pixar movie, bro.
Man. It's like someone sculpted him, bro, and he just
with his sad eyebrows.
Yeah.
Let's go to centre back. Obviously, we know Ibu should be the one in there.
Come on.
Big Ibu, man. He's not come leaps and bounds since last season. I feel like this season he stepped up his game a bit more. Whether that's to do with Matip stepping up, that's maybe even Kwanzaa stepping into the team as well. The young gun in there as well. He stepped up as well. So maybe that's why Ibu's now gone. Yeah, there's Mandem out here that wants to take my position still. I need to step my game up. But he's still a very, very young centre back. Very young. He's 23, only just turned that as well. So, you know, and he's obviously number one for France, not the other guy that they said is world class. So it's good, man. It's good. Hopefully, long may it continue, bro. Long may it continue. Where's the
again? Don't miss it. Yes, but don't miss.
Bro, I didn't say that. I said he plays first team for France, bro. There's plenty of other centre backs that play for France. There's some of them that holds the bench, some starts. Is what it is.
Ibu's main thing is stopping himself from being injured on it, because that's when he gets a proper run. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I don't like, man. Which I'm sure it's not his fault, bro. It's life on it. But seeing him play like 3-4 really good games, and then you just know there's a press conference. Oh, Ibu's not playing today. He's had a bit of a knock, and then he's out for 2 games. I don't like that, man, because it's a bit worrying. Because as you just said, young centre back, but all these problems are happening while he's young, which ain't good for the future. But hopefully he can sort that out and that. But you know, we already know what happens if he doesn't play, though. The Joker comes on the pitch, bro. You already know, bro, about Kwanzaa and that. You already know. If man know about Jarrell, my condolences, Kwanzaa, bro. It's a problem, bro. So,
bro, this man told man condolences, you know.
Condolences. But I'm here to take your spot, bro.
That's the whole point of me being in the team, bro. You think I was here just to play around? All right. Over to the skipper. It's been outstanding this season, man. Big Verge. I think the armband obviously has made him even better as well, because he's
100%.
He's taken that and gone, I love this. I want this. And because he's been the captain for his country now for a number of years, and obviously he gets a lot of stick from the legends, so-called legends anyway. But for us, man, since he's been the captain, bro, and there's certain things he's changed, like we now do a huddle before the game, before we kick off. And that goes into every game, no matter who the captain is as well. I'm sure there's other things he's brought into in terms of the camp, in terms of what we need to do. But having him as the captain now, love it, bro. You never hear him shut up anyway during the games, but even now, more so than none, bro, he just literally screaming at everyone, get back into position. He's always conducting the line. He's, bro, unreal, man. So happy that we got him.
Our attack has not been like what it was last season as well. So if he really is on point and telling everyone exactly where they need to be, we could struggle to break y'all down. So.
Yeah,
don't worry, you got Declan Rice in that, man. All good.
Virgil immense, man. Everything he does as a defender, man. I love it, bro. I love it. It's timing is Virgil's main thing, bro. And he times everything perfect, man. So, yeah, that's the guy, bro. I don't know, man. Tell everyone to just leave him alone. Innit? I don't know if man are jealous of him or something, bro, but just leave him alone, bro. Because he can't. Man think that we're just sticking up for our player in that, bro. But it's honestly, Virgil's not allowed to say anything, bro. Someone always has a problem with him, bro. Just let him speak, bro. I know he does everything cool and laid back and that. But Roy Keane, bro, listen, come outside, bro.
I think he's cold. Like me and my boyfriend, every time we just go like, oh, he's good, isn't he? The comparisons with Saliba, like he's kind of like a younger, like Virgil's what Saliba could be like if he keeps going in the right direction. But yeah, he's immense.
To be fair, Fran, if Saliba continues in the way he's playing, he could be like Canate one day.
Oh gosh, you caught me off guard there. You see, actually, that one landed. That jab landed. All the other ones, I'm gonna manage to slip them, but that one, it landed. I didn't even expect that one.
I did it so sincere as well. But I mean it, man. Who plays right back, Sam?
This is what I'm looking. I'm interested to hear. You know,
that's why I left this one still. Are we going with Joey the Terminator around there, or we're going with the pass master in Trent? Either or, bro. I know, because in your mind you're like, we're gonna do the inverted thing if Trent plays there. I know, bro.
Okay, listen, the inverted thing works. It works really well. So I ain't lost any games playing it, apart from the one where someone robbed the result against us. But and that's been since last season. Trent's been there, so it works, man. But if anyone's going to utilize the space and expose it, I said at the beginning of the season, when we have to play against Arsenal and Martinelli's running into space, bro, there's not even anyone there. Kanata's going to have to do loads of covering if Trent plays there, bro. But what Trent's going to offer going forward anyway, and he's been better defensively since maybe after the first three, because the first 3 games he made a mistake in every one of them, bro. He cost us a goal, but since then he's been cold in defense as well. Of course, going to be moments where people get past him, but if it's like 6-7 duels in a game, of course someone's going to get past him. Bro. That's normal. But because I don't know what Klopp's going to do, I don't expect him to change something up too much. So I'm going to go with Trent, bro. But respect Joey at all times, bro, because unless they're going to play Trent in the 6, that's the only one I'm playing Joey in it. But otherwise, Trent's going to be on the pitch, bro. There's no way you put him on the bench in it. So
I was going to say it'll be quite interesting if Trent does play, because on that side of the pitch you've got like a really good like forward thinking player that's like got his defensive if we're in, so that's Trent, and then like parallel, like just in front of that on our side we've got
Zinchenko
doing the same thing, and I don't know like how that's going to work.
That's why what Tariq said, it could be a basketball game. If the game just opens up and the crowd goes crazy and stuff like that, and both managers say fuck it, it could be one of those, bro.
It's one of them where it could be like a goal fest, or it'll be like ridiculous, like 0-0.
It could be 4-4, or it could be 1-0, bro. It could be either of those, man. So, but yeah, Trent's cold, bro, and he's he scored goals for Liverpool before, I know, but it's never that consistent. But because he's stepping further forward than that, he's got quite a few goals, important goals for us this season. Last couple of minutes against Man City, last minute against Fulham. Probably should have scored against Man U just to hit outside of the post, but he's so dangerous, man. And I think they've kind of figured it out with the centre back going across. He's better with Matip in it because he can read the game a little bit better than Kanate. But now Kanate, he's got the nous on that part, and he's got the athleticism to get across really fast. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just that when we leave, when we're isolating, it's just 2. So it's Virgil and Kanate only when we're up the field. That's when Martinelli and Saka is going to be the most dangerous. Apart from that, I'm fine. So, but at some point in the game, I can almost guarantee Trent's going to end up in the 6 and Gomez will end up at right back.
Do you know what, Trev? I think we might even start that way, you know.
But just Trent's not going to end. So that's what I'm saying. If Trent's in the 6, because he's not going to be on the bench.
No, he won't be on the bench. I think Joey will start at right back. And I think that
I'm not mad at it still.
In the 6.
I am mad at it because Joey's another one who's been cold all season, bro. And he got destroyed from our fan base last season. Not rivals, our fan base. Crazy.
Yeah, so we're gonna go Joey right back, and then we're gonna go because I can see, bro, because no one expects us to do that. Everyone's expecting Trent to play at right back, and I'm sure Arsenal going, they're gonna leave the space. So when they leave the space, just attack it. And if we just switch it up and you see Joey just sitting in there, it'll be like, oh shit, so these man, and then Trent just in the middle, the 6 just picking passes.
I will say though, it won't affect Martinelli's game. He'll play exactly the same.
No, he'll try and play the same, but exactly what you said, he won't just have the space now to run into.
Yeah, I agree. And Joey doesn't try and venture. He doesn't venture forward at every chance. He's very balanced when he does it.
Martinelli needs that space. He's not as good with like the close quarters, on him.
I think Martinelli played against Luton, and I was really impressed with him in that game. Luton,
he got kicked a lot in that one as well.
Got kicked a lot. Yeah, you have to kick him in it. He's very annoying to play against. You can tell straight away.
Yeah, like a little dog. Like
he's like that. Like his character's like that in all the like training room videos. He's just going around like smacking people like on the arse.
Yeah, you can tell, man. Because when you know what someone's gonna do, but his feet move that quick that you can't stop it.
Yeah.
If he was in Sunday League, I'd clatter him. He wouldn't play again. No offense.
True. And obviously with the injury of McAllister, we know he's going to be back in January at the start. We know Thiago's back at the start as well. So Trent will, facilitate that position, man, and dictate the tempo. Because I think if he sits in there, I don't think Arsenal gets on the ball a lot because he'll slow the game down to his tempo. And then once he starts picking passes, when you guys do that little high press thing, it could be curtains.
Does make things interesting though. If Trent does play there, and then because Declan starts to bomb on forward and does the box-to-box thing, and that'll be interesting. I like to see that.
That'd be a good little duel still.
See, there's pros and cons for both. When I'm looking at it from an Arsenal perspective, if Trent's starting in the middle, that means that you have a natural defender out on that right, where he doesn't leave that space open, but Trent still has the ability like to pick. Trent's perfect where if he's coming up against a low block, he can still pick out a pass. If he's coming up against a high press, he just smashes it into the space and behind. Way. So he's unplayable. That's why I rate Trent so highly. He's unplayable in that sense. But if he starts in at right back, the pros for him is that he's the extra man. Yep. So he's an extra man that's harder to pick up. Whereas you could, if he starts in the middle, Havertz, defensively, you're better than Xhaka. And that's a surprise because no one really thought that when he came in. But diligence, dual winning, you stick on Trent in that area. And then, of course, if he plays in the right back position, the space it will leave for Martinelli. So there's pros and cons from both senses. But I would fear more what N's gone for if Joey's playing at right back, because I think that negates the weaknesses of Trent more. And if it does become a basketball game in the middle, you thrive from that. So, but yeah, with Trent in there, you don't necessarily have a destroyer. Endo was a bit more of that destroyer tackling type midfielder. But yeah, man, interesting to see what your thoughts are. But I definitely agree with what you're saying, no, Sav. Definitely, man.
Yeah, Rotaro came off the pitch early in the last game, innit?
Yeah, he comes
so he might be playing still, but yeah, the pros either way because I'm happy with the way all of them play. The thing is, if Trent's in the 6, this guy you got on the screen, then they can play together, brother, and it's a problem because the issue is normally that you play Szoboszlai right side 8 and Trent at right back. Kind of negates one of them. They both do great stuff, but not at the same time. Because in the 6, bro, rockets.
Yeah, the long shots.
I know you man were scared of that from last season, bro. Last season, like, we know, just sit in front of them. None of the midfielders can shoot.
Yeah.
This season, you do that and drop off and give this man space. Yeah, we'll end up in the back of the net. Right side of the 8, I feel like the last game he turned up, and exactly what we said, in the previous game, when you don't have Trent playing at right back, when we don't have Mo sort of on that right wing. So Szoboszlai is just free to do what he does best, man, and that's to just kill teams apart, just tear them apart. Pops up anywhere he wants to pop up. He's got the skill sets to drop the shoulder past you. He's rapid as well. Then when you're talking about box-to-box type of player as well, he has the energy and the physicality to get up and down as well from a defensive standpoint. Was it in Europe or in the Premier League? He's won the most tackles, and that's better than some of the these £100 million sixes that people are buying these days.
What the?
Well done, man. You found your Hendo Roadrunner replacement. Congratulations.
He had goal, man. Had goal, bro. Shoot left foot, right foot, whatever you need, bro. And he's the leader as well, man. He's only 22. Well, turned 23 now, didn't he, the other day? So he's only 23 years of age. He's the captain for his country as well. So great honor for him as well. And you can see he's a leader as well when he's on the pitch. He has had a little drop off. I would say in his last 4 or 5 games where the standards he set at the start of the season he hasn't kind of hit, but I feel like now gradually we can find a solution or a system to kind of get the best out of him again. Then man, the sky's the limit for this guy, man. Honestly, he's the complete midfielder that you need. He's got the vision, he's got the passing, he's got the shooting, he can run, he can tackle, he reads the game really well. Positionally, he can play in the double pivot as well if you need him to. Outstanding player, man. Just needs to carry on and get even better.
No, that's the best thing about him with this Arsenal game coming up, bro. If it's not all about him offensively, because any rival fan I hear talk about him, it's all about Szoboszlai going forward, and no one really watching him defensively. When he hasn't been good for Liverpool in the last 4 or 5 games, he's been fine defensively. That nobody cares about it because they're used to seeing how he plays. So it might help against Arsenal. If one of them midfield decides to play at the skin, if Odegaard just wants to play at the skin, just man mark him, bro, take him out, bro. So,
left-sided 8, Sav. He goes. He got Gravenberch. We know he's not injured now. He's just fatigued. So he's had a week's rest. Curtis is coming off of a outstanding performance the other night, scoring 2 goals and that. He gets in there.
Welcome to San Andreas, CJ from Grove Street. You know the vibes.
Fair enough.
No, you don't want to put him in, but I know you don't want to put him in, bro, but
No, I do. Listen, I do, bro, because listen, where he's not been on form and then he turns up and he does what he needs to do. Yeah, listen, you deserve your start, bro. You can't score 2 goals and then get dropped to the bench, bro. You have to carry on that momentum that he's carrying, bro. And that momentum looks cold because the way he linked play in the last game, and whether or not you could say, you know, West Ham rotate their team, they only took 1 midfielder out, to be fair. Paqueta, you know, you could say he's more the attacking guy, but Ward-Prowse is the guy they really took out from the centre midfield.
To be fair, the side of the pitch where Paqueta is, it doesn't even affect Curtis. So
yeah, it doesn't. So for him to do what he was doing and the way he was cooking him, the runs in behind, the passing, and even the last goal when he picked it up and he started dropping shoulders, you know, that was Bobby Firmino-esque against Arsenal, bro. When he's just dropping, man. I see man, you know, diving like they're in the swimming pool and that. But it's cold, man. It's cold. Listen, he deserves his start, man, if he's the one that Klopp goes for. And
to be honest, bro, that on top is the fact that it means you can bring Gravenberch off the bench, bro. And if I'm asking which one I'm choosing to bring off the bench to affect the game, I'm British Gravenberch, bro. Especially if man are tired and that. I expect everyone on the pitch to be tired the way the game's going to be back and forth. And his thing is picking up the ball and carrying it, bro. And it's a problem. So I like it.
Cool.
I like it.
Could do the front three straight away, to be fair, man. Who's the front three? I'll let you pick them, bro. So, fit wise, you got Gakpo that's fit, you got Lucho that's fit, you got Nunez that's fit, and you got Mo that's fit. And obviously, you know Jota and Doka are injured.
Those photos are goofy of the first 3.
Okay, the issue with this is I don't know if I'm overthinking it because I'm trying to think of like how Klopp has with the last game. Diaz didn't need to be used in the last game, so I think he's going to start.
So Diaz, cool.
Yeah, because obviously last game we had Nunez on the left wing. Nunez might have to hold bench in this one still. But along with what I just said about Gravenberch, bro, if that's the guy you got coming onto the pitch off the bench, problems, bro. You get Gakpo in the middle. And yeah, man, the other guy right wing, and you already know. But...
the other guy, the one that runs into people's shins and that.
Oh, bro, I swear to God, man. The thing is, I'm trying to shut my mouth on that because it's a big game, which means you already know what Mo Salah's. He's like John Cena in it, bro. Man don't really want to see him, but when he turns up every now and again, WrestleMania, bro. So yeah, Mo in it.
Do you know I'd love to see us start with the same front three we started?
Yeah, me too, but it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. That'll be interesting if that's what we did, though.
I would fear that from again. Ends the team that you picked, if it was your choice, I would fear that more. You know what I mean? Because you got the physicality, you got the height as well in there. It's defending set pieces because we're very good at attacking set pieces, isn't it? You'd wrap that up as well completely. Yeah, man. And Nunez off the left because he's everyone says chaotic in that way, unpredictable. That will scare Ben White a little bit, bit more from what I've seen. That unpredictability added. So yeah,
it would be a typical match for Nunez to just score like one of those bicycle kicks or just some mad result.
Yeah,
he
was good against us both times last season when he started and when he came off the bench.
All right, let's two more sections really. Let's do the combined 11. We'll do our score predictions and then we'll give our final thoughts and then we'll head out. Should I make it easy on you guys from the Arsenal standpoint?
Yeah.
Make it easy.
What?
Like what? What do you mean?
I'm scared.
Oh, Alisson.
So the goalkeeper is already picked.
Yeah.
Van Dijk and Saliba.
Ooh, oh, that would be so
Van Dijk and Saliba.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You not hear what I said earlier in the stream? Konate has the same stats as this man, bro.
Oh my days. There's Konate, as I said, he wasn't even your best centre back at the partner in Van Dijk. It was Matip. And Savage said something earlier. Said something earlier, which I totally agree with. Even though Konate has the athleticism, Matip is better at defending out wide than Konate.
Yeah.
Here's the problem though. So the man that you're dissing it's been on the bench because another guy's playing has the same stats as the guy that's been playing all season.
Let's talk about eye test and the importance that Saliba is into our back line. Bro, I've seen Joey G win a Premier League title with Virgil van Dijk next to him as a centre back. So you're telling me you got all the best centre backs in the league?
I just said we're comparing
You
the
got-
one you tried to add. And
No. I'm saying I've seen you guys have a brilliant defensive record with Joe Gomez as your starting centre back.
What's wrong with Joe Gomez?
He's not he's good, but he's not Saliba. Okay, Saliba.
Trust me.
Arsenal's win percentage with Saliba 76%.
Do you know why? I'll let you guys have it because I feel like you won't have one. So I'll let you guys have this one. On a charity case thing, have it.
No, that would be an incredible centre back pairing.
To be fair, I was going to pick Saliba in it. So.
Yeah. Love Sav. You see ends, man.
No, I was going to pick him as well. I just wanted to.
You worked. I'll tell you
that. Right back.
We know, bro. You just heard the comments they made about Ben White, bro. They don't want him there, bro.
No. I like Ben White, but Trent.
Elite.
Yeah.
Right. So now it's out of obviously Zinni and Tsimikas. The left back.
I love Zinchenko a lot. What he brings to the team, and he's not as bad defensively. What people make out, the errors that Zinchenko has is when he gives the ball away, not with his 1v1 ability tackling. But what Sheffield United scored?
No.
Oh no.
The VAR took Villa's goal away, bro.
Oh, phew. Okay, but yeah, Zinni for me, yeah. But although Tsimikas, as you said, he was probably one of the best performances against Man United last week. So I'm at PR.
He's only had one bad performance, and I was the away. Was it the Toulouse game? I'd say the away Toulouse game. He wasn't great, but other than that, since he stepped in my opinion, it's been
the Leicester game. Klopp took him off still.
Did he get?
Yeah, he did.
What reason he took him off?
No, he slipped for that goal, but he was bad, bro, and they took him off and put Gomez on. And then the week after that, that's when everyone was saying Sal Tsimikas and play Gomez. So now I'm be honest, bro. I'm playing Zinchenko.
Respect.
If in this hypothetical team, Van Dijk is like covering the weaknesses of Zinchenko, then
well, obviously Robbo started the season. So we're talking about games of the season so far as well. Like Tsimikas has been. I said it when we talked about it earlier. His form's been great. He hasn't been that many games compared to what Zinchenko's been playing at left back. So it's only fair, isn't it? Then I'm putting like 5-6 games against Zinchenko's whole season.
Yeah. Because Zinchenko for Arsenal massive in terms of what we want to do. Although Tomiyasu has been good when he's played at left back, you don't do what Zinchenko does in terms of us progressing the ball. Best ball progressor is a fullback, and that's with Trent in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Trent's the most creative, and he's the best overall in the attacking aspects. No one progresses the ball more than Zinchenko in the league.
Good stat.
I love that. That's why I know he's so important for us, Fran. I mean, like when people say, "Oh, just get him out defensively." Okay, Arsenal don't control games the way that we do without Zinchenko. It's more of a basketball game.
Yeah, there was a whole discussion like a week or two ago, like that. Like Arteta knows that he's got defensive weaknesses, but he weighs up like how much he does for us going forward, and like yeah, he's pretty good.
We played Kivior at left back against Luton. We still conceded 3 goals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was nothing like there was no linking up going forward. Like there was a whole donut on that side of the pitch as well.
Exactly.
This is going to be funny, but what's
Hey, we got Benson Firmino coming back for this game. It's easy.
I'm happy Firmino and Jota aren't playing, to be honest.
Love for the who goes in the 6?
I mean, I want you to have the honors of putting. Yeah,
I'll type it in. Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't see. I'm blind for a second.
No, it's because McAllister is injured, or else there would have been an argument. But he's not playing. Hey, we've seen some of the fan base cry now. They now understand what McAllister does in the 6 for us.
Yeah.
Before they didn't understand it, now they do. But yeah, Declan Rice. Right-sided 8.
Odegaard for me. Although Szoboszlai started the season.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
I might go for Szoboszlai.
Oh, say it again, Fran. Say it again. Say it louder.
I might. I might go for Schloboschlein.
Can't be a captain like that, friend. Come on.
Oh, I know, but I'm not just going to like choose every spot to be an Arsenal player. Do you know what I mean? He's really impressed me, and Odegaard like does wind me up sometimes when he goes missing. I've been quite annoyed seeing how well Schloboschlein's fit in when we had Havertz like struggling for weeks. So he has really impressed me, but I don't know. I don't know if I can do that to Martin.
The way Ends described Szoboszlai when he's not having a good game is exactly the same way we talk about Odegaard. Defensively, leads the press, leads everything in terms of what we do off the ball as well. So even when he's not performing at his best on the ball, he gives you a standard level that we miss. True. We missed Odegaard a lot in that Newcastle game.
Do you know what the question is? Has Martin played more better games than he has not this season? I don't watch all your games, but I've watched, I would say, most of your games. And there's been games where he goes missing in.
He's been dealing with that injury, hasn't he? What are you saying?
So he's not been at his best. He's not been at a firing. But lately, he has been. Again, Brighton, man of the match for me. That's a difficult Brighton team. Who did we play before that?
Wolves. They just played 97 minutes in Europa League. You weren't that difficult.
Wolves, outstanding. Luton got that big assist in there as well. Even though
great teams you're mentioning there still. Luton, Brighton, Wolves.
My Martin Odegaard scored against Manchester United while Szoboszlai got hooked.
Do you know what the problem is? You know when David said earlier about he does go missing in the big games. I wonder why you mentioned all of these low-end games.
So Spurs, Newcastle away last year. Are you forgetting?
This season, bro. No,
okay, should we talk about Man United? I've just said. Szoboszlai, what did he do in that game?
No, he weren't that he weren't playing. Man United just defended well, man. They just sat back with the 11 men behind the ball. It's fine.
Didn't defend one when Odegaard.
They didn't do that against you guys. They actually tried to play. They didn't respect you guys enough.
You think
which gave more space for Martin to run into. It's fine, bro. Look, it's down to you guys. What do you guys want to put? I'm voting Sobo. I think he's had way more games where he's been great in than what Odegaard is. And I watched this guy properly. As Savage told you, bro, he's one of my favorite players. I'm not just throwing a Liverpool player in there because of. I just know he hasn't been that great. But when he turns it on and he dictates the game, you can't stop him.
I'm on away territory. You have Szoboszlai, but I know I love my captain, man. Odegaard.
I think I quite like how Szoboszlai is like a bit more physical than Odegaard. He's like bigger as well, isn't he? So
yeah,
I do like him. So maybe we'll let you have that one.
What about Isaac? Are you gonna go Martin or are you gonna just?
I'm a bit torn on this one because. I don't know, man.
They're very similar level, would you say? Like,
I think you can't put that yet.
Not similar level. If it was like the thing is, if it was in 11 where we were in midfield, so we just put them in, I'd play both of them. But we're not.
Yeah.
So,
am I letting the side down, Tariq?
No. You're totally fine. Don't worry, friend.
Inside is burning though.
Mine's a better player than Odegaard. I mean, mine's a better player than Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
He's had a long career, more experience than that so far. It was great last season. Some of the times I've seen him this season, it looks a bit like whatever. But then when he balls high, balls out.
He turns it on.
Brian, he was cooking, bro.
Yeah, if we're doing it based on form, I'm again Szoboszlai.
No, but if it's based on form, that's one game. Szoboszlai before that.
No, again, I'm happy because, like as I said, even in Odegaard, like when we played Man United, he scored. He weren't great, but he still scored. And I've seen Szoboszlai's not had a great month, but again, at the start of the season, he was on fire for you, man.
If you minus out, I've said 5 games. I feel like, but that's including like Europa League games as well, and like the couple of the League Cup games and whatever. But if you're talking about just in the Premier League, he's had a lot of like games where we're like, Jesus Christ! Like looking back at like the Newcastle game. The amount of ground this man had to cover.
No, it's true because how many games have been played in the Prem 18?
Yeah, this one.
Put Dominic in still because he was bad after the Bournemouth League Cup game. Everyone was terrible in that, but after that, he had about 4 games and it was kind of average. So yeah, put Dominic. Yeah, because apart from that,
left-sided, bro. Is it Shai Havertz or who would you put there? Gravers or Jones or Shai Havertz?
Havertz, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, I love Jones.
Yeah, because I just think Gravenberch and both Jones. It's like they share the split in playing decent amount of games, but it's not been long enough, bro. You know what I mean? Because like, for example, if Curtis didn't have the game we just had, nobody would even think about putting him in there. And there's no full games of Gravenberch where you'd put him in over some of the Havertz performances. I mean, rivals aside, and I'm happy for Havertz because he's a player that I liked like before he was in the Prem.
You said it. You said it at the start.
Yeah, he went to Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that, you know, sometimes the new player comes in and it felt like they just started to, we don't know where to play him and all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, he's effective, man. He's been effective against Liverpool for Chelsea, bro. I think he must have got one game and then scored one great header, bro, for Chelsea. So,
do you know what's mad, Sav? He's a big game player, you know. He performs better in big games. Yeah, it's weird. He plays better in the bigger games.
That game was 2-2. We were smoking Chelsea. Smoking them. It's actually in that trash season. Salah was cooking them up, and then for some reason, second half, Kovacic scored that volley against Kelleher, bro.
Yeah,
and then he scored that header, bro, from the edge of the box. Crazy.
And I remember the Carabao Cup final. You won on penalties in the end. He put Carmany on a plate for Mason Mount and Pulisic, and they couldn't.
Yeah, I always get confused between the two games because we've done the FA Cup and the League Cup. But one of the games might be
the Carabao one when he had that head-to-head with Trent. It was that one. I was like.
To be fair, that's the one where Chelsea had way more chances. They should have won the game.
Yeah,
Lukaku played in that one, isn't it?
Yeah, when he came off the bench,
and he scored. It was offside, and then he hit the post as well. Although that's one of the media offsides, isn't it, where his big toe was offside. And
yeah. Havertz is good in them big games, man. He does well against Liverpool too.
I don't know what side to start, on the right or left side, bro. Because I feel like there's an argument for both sides.
I was doing this to Ozzy yesterday. It's the opposites in a way. Like the right side, they're not performing like at their best, but they're getting output. The left side, again, sometimes they perform very inconsistent.
What channel's that you were on?
Football Talk podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought, there are a couple of Aussie.
So, what does this come down to then? Because I criticize Mo because he won, obviously played a month, right, in that month, and he scored like 5 goals. And I was like, I thought he was shit that month. But his output was, he scored 5 goals, obviously in games, and helped us win it. And I know Saka has been as vital for you guys as well in terms of from his output standpoint. Does this then come down?
If you keep it just Premier League, and that Saka's been better assisting than it. He scored like 5 goals in the Prem, I think.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, but Mo's got more goals than assists.
That's my point. It's, you said if it comes down to output, it's Mo, innit? Obviously, Saka plays how I would want my winger to play now. So if you ask me to choose, if I had to choose between Saka or Mo in the team now, I'd pick Saka, bro. But that's only if you've got a number 9 to score goals. But Mo is too important, isn't it? And if you're asking, mate, 201 goals in that, bro, it clearly can be counted on, and it's just that sometimes it's frustrating, bro.
Yeah, big again. I'm happy with going for Salah and that right, because of just the amount
I think most people would pick Salah anyway. They always put the caveat of that's not because Saka shit. It's just because Salah, innit? That's one's at the beginning of his career, one's tailgate at the end of it, and already done everything. So
it's like the centre back team, Saliba and Van Dijk, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's ones at the That's what it separates for me. And the left wing, because both haven't been great this season, like at their firing best, but we've seen in moments they can do it. I'd go with Martinelli.
How many games has Martin been good this season? Because I don't mind if you guys say Martinelli, I won't argue at all. If it's Martinelli or is it
again Brighton, he was good. Man City came off the bench, made a big difference in terms of that as well. Champions League games on fire. Sevilla away from home, Sevilla at home, smashed it. And even, actually, to be fair, all the Champions League games he's played, he's been really good. Yeah. All of them. Because I said, it's 1v1. We're not getting the triple team, the double team that we get with a low block like Brentford do.
He played against London when you smoked him.
Yeah. He scored that goal.
Pulled him up, bro.
Yeah. And it was that Sevilla.
Based on this season so far, it's not hard, bro. Because I know Martinez's output's not even that much, bro. But
he's had a bit more.
He's had a bit of a rough season still. So
even Nottingham Forest at the start when he put that goal on the plate for Nketiah. So he's been inconsistent. Again, he struggled. He was out for a bit with a hamstring injury as well. But
same for Diaz though, man. Because he started the season so good. that
With a
Spurs
goal.
game, scored that goal, got taken off him and that, and then we know what happened after that, bro. You
Was
know
it
what I mean?
Bournemouth he did that bicycle? Was it Bournemouth? He did a bicycle kick in a box.
Yeah.
My screen's frozen here, so carry on, boys. Let me know.
Yeah, Bournemouth. And then he scored against Spurs, got taken off. Then he got happy with his family and that. Then the game when he came back after his family, he scored against Luton, saved the game. But yeah, I think the whole fan base is in agreement that his performances haven't been. Yeah. But hopefully, man, this could be the kind of game to spark it, man.
True. Hey, Sav, when I was watching Martinelli in Brazil, bro, Diaz man-possessed in that game.
I know. Crazy, bro.
I watched that one. It was like 2 a.m. I was like, nah, who is this left wing? Like, he was on different energy. And I thought, post Diaz kidnapping, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But, do you know what? And I think he has still got that in him. He's just, I think it's just about trying to get over it. Like last season was the injury with the knee. So he just unsettled his great start in the season, bro, because he was scoring goals, getting assists. Then he had the injury because of your guy Partey and that. Come back. Then we was like, yep, he's ready to go again. Then got injured. It didn't even, I don't know, it just reoccurred again. And then he had to have the surgery. Had it come back. And then he wasn't at his best, but you can see that he was trying to get back to a bit of form. Started the season off great. And then we know what then happened, bro. And it's just like, he just keeps having like these stop-start seasons. So he's been there for what you'd say 2.5 years, but he hasn't been there for 2.5 years.
Yeah. That's awful fault. No offense, boys.
We've seen with knee injuries with Verge how long it can take you to get back to your peak and to your top level. So that's probably what it is, though. And you can have the moments where you feel good, but then your body will let you down, or mentally, psychologically let you down in other ways. And of course, that kidnapping's a part of it. But who knows? He might be carrying an injury now without even being disclosed. And
he seems to be overthinking stuff, man. Which is it's a mental. I think it's a mental block. I don't think it's physically because he's had international breaks in between, and every time he goes away, he's cooking. But for Liverpool, it's kind of getting predictable what he's going to do, which is not normal. But he gets to the byline, well, not even to the byline, he cuts in, and he either cuts in with his right foot to shoot, which is not bad. It's just that sometimes he holds onto the ball for too long. But the other way, I don't know, bro, he just seems like he doesn't want to take on the guy down the left wing, which is literally his game. That's what he does. He takes people on. I don't know if he's scared about getting clattered by these Premier League dons and that. They're a bit stronger than the Mother League still, but who knows, man. But I got patience for the kid, though. You know what I mean? It's been stop-start still.
Yeah, I'll get back in. Fran, I know that you've joined back again, but I can't click on nothing on my laptop at the moment. So once it sorts its life out, then I'll be able to add you back to the stream. But yeah, obviously I can't click on the main man in the middle at the moment.
Man froze Tariq looking like an exorcist got him, bro. That's crazy.
What, have I froze? You might have froze for me.
Bro. If you see how your face looks on this freeze, bro, this is crazy.
You
might have froze for me as well. Yo, what's happening?
Who goes in the middle, then, lads? Who goes in the middle?
Nunes
has to be in it.
Nah, I don't know. Nah, okay.
No, it has to be, bro. Jesus ain't played enough games, bro, and he's been injured as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, both of them. Jesus is a weird one because I think he's cold in it, but his thing isn't offering the big output yet. And Nunes is offering everything else. They're both basically doing the same job, bro. It's just that Jesus is better than Nunes. So you know what I mean? It's like both are trying to facilitate, but I feel like Arteta is happy with Jesus to do that, and then when he gets a chance to put it away, whereas we're happy to do that for Nunes to do that only because he's not finishing, not because it's a tactic, because the chances have been there. So it's a combined 11, and the combined 11 doesn't mean much apart from what team you build to be the best team in it, and so then it's between Jesus and Nunes. Who would you rather? And I'd rather Jesus.
Yeah, I hear that analysis. I think both of them have 7 goals this season, but Nunes has 8 assists to Jesus' 3. Yeah, no, sorry, a lie, I tell.
Top 4,
Jesus got 8 assists. Jesus has got Nunes. Yeah, Nunes has got 8 assists. Sorry, and 7 goals each.
Mad, he's out.
Whoa. How many assists has Nunes got?
8 assists, all comps.
That's not. Is that real?
Bro, this is the thing though, Sam. Remember, I call him the GA guy, innit? They don't call him the goal scorer.
Bro, that can't be real. 8 assists, bro.
8 assists all comp. He's got 5 in the Prem.
I think he scored in the Prem.
Nunes, I apologize, bro. I don't remember these, bro. I remember one cross to the borderline as an assist. That's it, bro. I don't.
Remember, he's given Mo a few this season already, bro. He's given Mo, I think, at least 4.
Yeah.
And then he gave an assist the other night for Curtis yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that does go towards it as well. All right.
And he's had a few in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, 2 in the Europa League, yeah.
Shit. Hey, man, I got high standards in it. My bad, Nunes. My bad.
No, but it's because of the chances, isn't it? Like, he could have had easy had 10 in the Prem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not even that pessimistic. It's just that if I see easy chances and someone still scores loads of goals or something, most people say, oh, it doesn't matter because he scored loads of goals, which is Salah. I'm still bothered by it because I'm just like, if you get 30 goals a season, Salah should be getting 50 goals a season and the amount of chances he has and misses. You know what I mean? And for Nunes, whatever goals he's on now, he should be on like 5 to 7, 8 more.
Yeah.
So, but it's just better standards, and they're gonna get better. But yeah, I'll do this. It's quite a balanced team still. Can't even lie.
So who are we going for? So Fran, obviously you didn't get in on the 2 wingers. You happy with them?
Yeah, cool by me. Sorry, my laptop died, and I'm not in my usual streaming location. So up front, I would probably go with Jesus, but I don't know what you guys kind of decided.
Again, to our importance of our team, you guys could win a league without Nunes, I think, whereas we couldn't without Jesus.
Yeah, that's why it gets hard doing the combined 11 because it's like how good they are objectively, and then how vital they are like for the way we play.
Yeah.
So I picked Jesus because I think they both do great work away from scoring goals. One's a bit more measured in what he does and a little bit more techie, man. I just think Jesus. And you're right. Last season made a big when he got injured early in the season, isn't it? Jesus last season.
Went in that break. He got injured in the World Cup.
Got injured in the World Cup. So Nunes' output has been better, but obviously it just depends on the player that you'd prefer in that position. Yeah. So Jesus is what people we're going with, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And
how many players in it? Is it like 5 to 6 or something like that? Can't be that much difference, can it?
So Liverpool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Arsenal get 6, yeah.
Yeah, balance them.
I'll take that. But yeah, if all players were fit, then obviously it would probably look a bit different. Like left back.
Yeah, Robbo would have definitely been in there.
Partey as well. You know what I mean?
I'd swap out for Declan Rice, yeah.
No.
Hey, but to my favorite part of the show now, man, score predictions, guys. So have a little think about it, and I want to hear your goal scorers as well. Chat, you guys already know the rules, man. Put your scores in and also your goal scorer as well. And the guys over from Fran's channel, make sure you guys take part as well. Love to see you guys put down. And listen, do it with your head, not with your heart, yeah?
I got mine already, bro. So, ready to go, man. 3-1 Liverpool, bro. 3-1.
What's your goal scorers?
Nunes, Diaz, and Gakpo, bro. Yeah, I don't think it will derail Arsenal season or anything like that. I just feel it's gonna happen, bro. Honestly. In fact, I don't feel I'm not a little bitch, man. I just think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I saw one of your shoes the other day. Like, what would you care about field?
Hey. Oh man, I need my bet to go through, man. Come on, man.
He's like, my mind don't change.
So we'll go Savage and we'll go 1 Arsenal, then I'll go and then I'll go to the next. So go Tariq and then I'll go and then I'll let Fran go last.
An Arsenal win is bigger, is a bigger statement and bigger psychologically for us because obviously it's away from home. We haven't won at Anfield in so long.
2012.
Exactly.
Arteta was playing apparently.
Yeah, he was playing. Yeah, him and Diaby in the midfield. Yeah, crazy.
And you said that 12 years so fast, bro. 2012. You said it so quick, bro.
Because he uses it to, he's got that stored for his Arsenal brethrens.
Getting prepared, bro.
Yeah, once it's said he told them, we start chatting.
Yeah, man, that movie was cold, by the way.
Oh wow! Do you remember when everyone thought it was going to end? Then, yeah, mad.
Hey, the Minds predicted it, man. It still might happen, but we'll enjoy our football until then.
So if it's anything like 2012, it ain't looking great because I'm predicting an Arsenal win, 2-1. So important again. Control this game. Goals from Saka on that side, and I think that Saka to Havertz cross at their back post is going to be key. And how Liverpool defend that is going to be important when the ball's out on the right, because we make that run. We saw it against Brentford, and we scored a couple in pre-season, Lons as well. Yeah, it's going to be important how you man defend that. So, yeah, 2-1 Arsenal. Finally break the hoodoo, and I'll have a Merry Christmas.
Why is everyone messaging?
Well,
sorry, bro. My phone keeps going off, brother.
We'll have a Merry Christmas, friend.
Yes! Merry Christmas to me, lads! I told you I had a bet on, bro. And my guy scored, bro.
Matt.
I told you about Archer, bro.
Cameron Archer.
Yeah.
I told you, bro.
From a Villa, man.
Oi, man. I got a £30 bet on this game, bro. Sheffield to win and Archer to score, bro. You know what time it is? Merry Christmas to me. I just refunded all my Christmas presents on the spot, bro.
Come on!
Do you want me to tell you something interesting as well? I could get the message through to Archer because my colleague at work, is his best friend.
Together.
To come on the channel, man.
He's from Warsaw. He's from Warsaw, South.
Kept kicking him out I know. And kept kicking him out the team of the week. So ends already.
I'm gonna tell him about. I'm gonna get a message about ends.
Yeah, go on, tell him, bro. Can't just be running.
I was so confused because like my son messaged me, my friend messaged me. My friend was with me just, and he was in the car with me when I put the bet on, bro. I was like, when I said I was going past all the Villa fans, I said, this is something like they've won every game. They're playing bottom of the table, and this game's to go top. Football don't work like that. Shit's scripted.
Sheffield have been causing upsets as well, or very close to against like the bigger teams and stuff.
And they've been stinky in this game. The possession like 81 to Villa or something like that. I might, bro, they're killing them. Hey, I'll take it.
Man said, cash out, Savage.
And another one with Archer.
Okay.
I played with his brother at Bilston Town, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan was.
We need to get some YouTube football on the go still.
We'll have to get playing, man.
Let me go next, man. I said 2-1, didn't I, Tariq, on your show? But
no, you changed it.
I changed it to 3-1, didn't I? Because I looked at it and gone, yeah, 2-1, we'll get the 2 goals, but I feel like you guys will be pushing for an equalizer, and we'll just catch you out. So I said Saka would score your goal. I feel like he'll have a good game to an extent. I'm gonna go Nunes to score. Szoboszlai, I think, will get one as well. And I don't know, it's Salah or maybe Diaz if one of them plays. But Salah, I think he's got like 9 goals and 4 assists in 13 games against you guys. So
we're saying Salah with the Alisson assist. The typical Salah goal, bro. He scored it so often.
Yeah, just to kill the game off.
Yeah.
Off the shirt. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
We're winning 2-1. Arsenal get a corner. They're the best at set piece in the Prem. Ali clears it. Mo on the run, 1-on-1. Raya just dives the wrong way and that, bro. Come on, bro. You know the vibes.
3-1 to Liverpool. Fran, over to you.
Yeah, you see, I think this could be the year like that we finally do it. We keep like beating these big hurdles. Like it was Everton away we've done this year. We finally beat City in the league. I feel like it's time now that it'll be a close game, a really difficult, like well fought game. So I think it's our time. Arsenal can finally get that win, mainly because our defense is so good this season. The partnership, Saliba, Gabriel, we can do it. I'm just struggling with like what the scoreline would be, because it could be a really tight like 1-0 or as you say, like basketball match 4-3 type thing. So okay, head not heart, 2-1. Yeah, goals by I see a Havertz as well, because we were kind of really struggling for actually getting it in the back of the net. We'd just be passing it around their defense for the whole game. And now we've finally got like that kind of penetrating run by Havertz, back post, like Saka mad crosses in to Havertz. It would be a great game for Odegaard to get back to his like longish range first time shots, like standing up for the team moments, wouldn't it? I could see that happening. But in reality, probably not. But you know what? Trossard off the bench will score the winner, 2-1.
Fair enough, Brian. You sound like you think, but I don't know. It didn't sound convincing to me.
Oh, it's the Anfield curse, isn't it? But if we like manage to, we don't have like the dumb mistakes in us basically that we did last season, and the whole season has been more about like actually controlling the games and shutting down the opposition crowd. We've done less stupid mistakes apart from Raya. So I feel more confident than last season, even though we haven't been like as exciting, but that's why we're better, because we are like more measured, more calm. It's less chaos. So I think we can do it.
Fran, if Liverpool smell blood the same way N smelt blood with your prediction, that's not good. Okay, shut. Let's tighten up the defenses. Let's get the walls. Let's get the walls solid now.
I really believe we can do it.
Exactly.
Said that by hiding under the bed and that. I really think we'll win this game still.
I don't know if I'm not going to enjoy it though. Let's be honest. I'm not going to enjoy this.
I can't believe it's tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Well, hopefully it's a long day for you guys, and me and Savage are just laughing.
Yeah, man. I need Liverpool to start the game how they did against Man U for that first 20 minutes.
Rush, man.
Yeah. I need that, man, because I can't deal with the heart rate being up all game and that, bro. It's too much, man.
Yeah, I know. Just let man have a nice rest heart rate, bro.
At least just got like do what Arsenal did last season against us. Get 2 early goals.
Nah,
that way if they scored, there's a little buffer in it. I don't want to just 1-0 and then I see Martinelli running that man all game, bro. I ain't trying to see that.
We have a little final section though. We do the final thoughts. So let's go around the panel in terms of what you want to see from the game. Any outstanding, from a performance standpoint, who do you want to see have a good game, etc. Start with you, Fran, and then go T, and then me and Savage will go last.
I want to see us do what we've done this season, which is starting from the back, like shutting up shop. It's been super cool to see Saliba and Gabriel, like they make posts after each game on Instagram, like celebrating the clean sheets and saying like we did it again and stuff. So I really want to see us like we played against City. So our problem the way we beat City this season was actually focusing on defense first and seeing if we could nick a goal like later on in the game. So I want to see that, especially since we're playing away from home. I want to see us play real conservative. And I know that sounds boring, but just focus on not conceding first, because that's how we finally beat City, rather than going to them, playing our game and just getting embarrassed. So I want to see us cagey, like bring the energy of the game down, calm, and then later on in the game with our subs like Trossard, things like that, maybe we can like get ahead there. So that's what I would like to see.
Do you know what, Fran? You got other players apart from Trossard when you said something.
I love him. But
I know you do. I can tell.
I know, I'm super biased though, because I'm like friends with his wife. Like she's mad. She messaged me like my only ever like name drop, but she messaged me asking to draw him doing that. And then so I drew that like for a hoodie for her. So yeah, it's shameless bias.
Yeah, big up to Nketiah, man. You're a sub as well. Some of the fan base don't want to shout you up.
Fran, Trossard is my sister's favourite Arsenal player. I just got her the top for Christmas.
Big up your sister. We would get on.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on, T. Final thoughts, my bro.
Final thoughts and what I want to see. The player who's going to need to have a big game is your nemesis ends. It's Declan Rice. Yeah. Because last season, when the game got away from us, it was the midfield that went hiding. The midfield couldn't get control of the game, couldn't stop you guys running through us centrally. I need to see Declan Rice being able to stop that and allowing us to have more control, the control that we had for that first 30 minutes, but for longer periods. Declan Rice, you're going to be huge for us because in that midfield, he's the one that separates the difference between, like, you know, he's the one that you don't have that type of player, what he can do. Because we got Shabashla and Erdegaard, they're the creators in terms of what they do. And then whoever plays in that left centre midfield with the Jones and the Havertz, you know, they have their roles, their specific roles that they do well in each team. But Rice is the one. He needs to have the difference. Again, he's got the character, he's got the leadership, and that's what I need to see from him. If he plays well, then Arsenal will play well.
Cool. I'll go next, Sav, because I know you always leave the people with some sort of
so glad I cashed. I'm so glad I did that. So glad.
cashed out.
Yeah. I'm so glad, bro.
What was it, 1-1?
Yeah, it's 1-1 now. I just want us to just play with a bit of freedom, man. I want the ground to be as loud as possible. So exactly what Klopp said, man. If you're not going to turn up, bro, give your ticket to someone else. I just want to see the boys carry on in terms of their performance. We've been solid defensively as well. I know we've offered up chances. So has Arsenal as well during the season. I know a lot of people don't watch both games. They would only watch your team play. Everyone offers up chances. I just want us to make sure we offer up the right ones. Let them shoot from distance, whatever. We'll sort that out. But what I don't want us to do is just go and allow their midfield to overrun ours. And I don't think it will happen because you guys, Arsenal last season, were used to, you know, the slower players in our midfield. The back end of Fab not really being on it. Hendo as well, losing a bit of legs as well. They haven't really come up against a young, energetic midfield as well with a point to prove. So I want these guys like the Szoboszlais, like the Curtis or Gravenberch, you know, even the Wataru, if it's even Trent, I want them to go out there and just show that we're not the same Liverpool that everyone thinks from last season. And I know that's kind of what everyone thinks. Yeah, they're just Liverpool from last season. No, we're a Liverpool team that's in transition at the moment, and we're second in the table. And it was only a week ago we was top until we drew the game against Man United. So, yeah, man, just carry on doing what we're doing, boys, and fucking take your damn chances, bro. None of this slip of foot shot. Just take your damn chances. What are you saying, Sav?
Yeah, man. Listen, this game's so interesting. You could overthink it, but we're pretty good in big games, man, in big moments. So, I think it's going to come down to who's the most clinical. I really believe so, man. I feel like there's balances all over the team. Whether you think one person's better than the one on the other team, I still think it's quite balanced. So I expect all the big players to turn up from both teams. I think that will happen. Just being clinical, bro. Being clinical, because I think both teams would like to score more goals than they have so far this season, just based on the attackers doing what they should. And what gives me a bit of confidence, I know it's one game, but it's the game before Arsenal, and we started to score goals in that game. So turning point could be a long day, but they're resilient, man. So it's going to have to be more than one goal. I don't want it 1-0 and there's 8 minutes to go, bro. They're horrible to play against with that. So, yeah, man. Apart from that, I'm looking forward to it, bro. I'm just excited. Football fan, bro. It's going to be a great game either way. Yeah. I hope it's not going to be stale, bro.
It won't. One team wants to prove something, and the other one wants to show that we haven't lost what we normally have.
I'm hoping Arteta overthinks it, which is very possible. He might not, but I'm hoping he overthinks the game, bro.
Before we head out, shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time, jumping on the show, man. It's been interesting. It's been fun at the same time. I feel like we covered quite a lot, and I feel like the conversation was great as well, in my opinion. Go to Fran first. Fran, can you shout your channel to the people that don't already know it?
Yeah, no, this has been such a great chat. This is my annual highlight of the year. Getting to talk with you guys. Yeah. Sorry, I'm such a kiss ass. So yeah, my name is Fran, otherwise known as Golartzo. I do football chat, but mainly football art. So if I have like a mad take, I just say like, "Don't worry, look at my paintings." So, come on my YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. I'll do some paintings of players from other clubs soon too, and then I turn it all into merch and stuff. Who should I paint? If I was to Liverpool, what player am I painting first? Salah?
Trent.
Yeah. Trent will be a good one.
Trent with the Predators on.
Yeah, Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do that soon then. So even if you support Liverpool, come over to the channel, and hopefully I'll have you guys back on again soon. At the moment, it's like a lot of solo stuff, but soon we can do some panel stuff there. Oh, but thank you so much. It's been a really good chat. So thank you again.
Been great. T as well, man. Obviously, we only invite the best of the Arsenal fan base over here. So tell us, man. Tell us your channel, bro. I'm sure the people already know, but let them know anyway.
I really appreciate it, and thank you for letting me jump on. And Sav, always love great chatting with you as well.
Yeah,
like Fran, the last time I spoke to you was on here, and it's been a pleasure. And thank you so much, guys. I really have enjoyed it. And that's what I'm saying. We got a little bit of needle. There's jabs thrown, landed a couple, got a busted lip, everything. But it was worth it, man. And yeah, the game will do the talking. But you can find me, guys, at Tariq Talks. You see me on this channel when I call on in the calling show, and gives me the opportunity. Then 3 minutes and bounce. But nah, I do love
Savage
it. Exactly.
I don't control it.
But I really do appreciate it. Tariq Talks, and hopefully, and I'm in the same situation as Fran. Time has been hard to get to, like, arrange things with other people, so there's been a lot of solo shows, but one of the first people that will be on there is my two brothers. Probably the last guest that I had on the channel, to be honest, which is when we reviewed this game. So yeah, definitely. And Fran, it would be an absolute pleasure to have you on as well. And definitely check out the artwork. That's another co-sign, because that is
the artwork's cold, man.
Cold,
outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's too bad you're an Arsenal fan, because we would, you know what I mean? Not going to buy any Arsenal stuff still.
I'm going to go to every club. It'll be okay. I just had to start with Arsenal. You know how it is.
Listen, go to Liverpool next, man, and I'll definitely go, definitely get something. But until then, I'm not buying any Arsenal guys, man.
Have you got family members that are Arsenal fans, right?
Yeah, but I don't like them like that. So
Did you get them Liverpool stuff?
Nah, sorry. Hey, if you're watching, my sis, sorry, man.
Sister, no, yo.
Yeah, no, my nephew and my sister support them. My uncle as well, he supports Arsenal.
See, what happened with you, bro? What happened?
I know better, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Sometimes you have to have a footballing IQ to support certain teams, and Arsenal don't have that.
This guy.
I'm done. So see you later, guys.
Yeah. Wrap it up, man. Come on.
Listen, guys, we're doing a call-in show tomorrow after the game. So this is where you get to vent, whether we're celebrating, whether we've lost. We're going to run the show regardless. You guys jump in. Tell us how you feel, man. Arsenal, because I know there's a few Arsenal man, them and ladies as well in the chat. If you guys want to come on and let us know how you feel, man. Hopefully you guys will be crying in that for the 3 minutes. But, let us know, man. Straight after the game, we'll be running that call-in show. And Sav, man, I know you keep cussing the people, but secretly you love them.
I don't love them. I don't love no muggles and no mudbloods, bro.
We already said we got wizards over here, bro, on this channel, bro.
Nah, the sorting hat says otherwise, bro. Listen, stand up my wizards on it, boy.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, the regular muggles and that, bro. Yeah, listen, man. No space in Hogwarts for you, man. But it's all love still.
There's anything popping up on your channel, Sav? I know we got the hangover soon. Well, a couple of days. Unless you got something else. We need to run the late night Savage, bro.
Yeah, we do. What day? Saturday, tomorrow. I might do late night Savage tomorrow, actually.
Please, if you can, bro. Please.
Nah, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm just thinking of the schedule. But Saturday, I'll run it tomorrow. I'll schedule it up in a bit. That'll be fun, man. Anyone can just drop in. So they're all available. We just talk nonsense, bro. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have any football content coming up. Apart from when I'm on the calling with you, wrestling videos going up in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Everyone go and enjoy your meaty Christmas on it.
Whoa, bro.
What, man?
Hey, guys, if we don't hear from you until then, have a great Christmas. Spend some great quality time with the family. Eat some good food. Drink some good drink.
Some man are having sausage rolls on Christmas and that, bro. You know, like that, bro. Just meaty Christmas and that, bro.
All right,
Pigs in blanket and that, bro.
All right, people. Bless up, man. Jesus Christ. Peace.